Go to getpivot.com, copy yourself some socks. Oh, they in the car. I brought some socks. Shout out to Pivot. They gave us some socks.
You go get it.
They got us some, I ain't going out there. No. They got some, gave us some quarter socks and stuff like that. So I, appreciate them sending them joint over. Like I said, go to getpivot.com. Use the promo code, the Sneak Dis Podcast. Or it might be Sneak Dis Podcast. I don't know. It's one of those. It's on the screen. Like I said, I appreciate it above at Pivot Socks. Every pair of socks you buy does contribute to per episode. And, I suggest you start copping now. Fam, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm just telling you about listening to this podcast. I am not in the mood for this podcast. First of all, I didn't get that. Oh, I already texted you that. Not getting that job I didn't want in the first place. No joke. I had a really hard time working today. Like, I couldn't handle it. I appreciate. First of all, I killed the interview. I destroyed that joint. Now look, I was turning the job down in the first place. Did I tell you what they told me? It said like, about my arms being crossed. Yeah. Fam. I was like this. Like, I came in there with a cup of coffee. I'm like this, I got the, look, I'm sitting at the table right here. I'm like this doing the interview. Like, as a supervisor, I want to make sure I create a culture, right now. I'm like talking, like regular stuff, talking to all of them, took a sip of coffee, I'm going like this a little bit, like this, and then go sit there and try to say somebody on the panel said that, like, his arms crossed means he's not open to conversation. And I said, man, what? And I say, yo, what is that supposed to even mean? How does open the conversation mean anything if I'm the one talking? And I said, body language, to me, as long as we've been where we've been at, I don't care about your body language. You've been here long enough. You just your body language. I've been here long enough. My body language doesn't mean nothing, especially if what I'm saying doesn't match the body language. Now, if I'm sitting here like this, well, anybody who's late on my watch, that's 1 minute late, I'm writing them up in policy. If I'm doing that, cool, like that, but it don't make no sense. And I said, you see, and maybe gonna get too much into, because I was trying to have another interview tomorrow, and I'm 50-50 on whether I want this job or not. But I'm just like, it made me so mad. I'm not prepared to go tomorrow because I'm uncomfortable now. Like, I'm mad. Like, I might go in there and flip the table over. I'm just so mad.
Put that pad of paper in your lap or something.
In my mind, I'm like, great, I gotta hold the coffee then. Yeah, but like being told, hey, on Wednesday, don't cross your arms. That's stupid, man. Like, that's dumb. And then I got told that I gave too many examples. You asked me a question about what are my goals for the first 6 months if I get hired in this area. That's a general question. It isn't a, like, for this specific area, what are your goals? I gave a general answer. First, coming in as a manager, the one thing you never want to do is assume that everybody does their job to your expectations. Meet one-on-one with every person on my floor, see what they do for their position, what their responsibilities are, their expectations of me, my expectations of them. That's 1. 2, get an understanding of what the unit does on a daily basis, deadlines, whatnot. 3, I gave examples of reasons why you do it, reasons why you don't do it. I'm like, that's kind of too many examples. I'm like, this is an interview. Like, I'm not just going to give you bullet point. Like, you got to understand where I'm coming from. Like, now there was one part, if she would have said I was a little arrogant and overconfident, I would have understood it. Because at one point I did say, I don't want to toot my own horn. I did use those words, but I said if there's any time you do toot your own horn, it's in an interview.
They thought you
I said
start
there
whacking
isn't.
Off,
I said you will be hard pressed to find anybody who doesn't want to work for me, or who doesn't love working in my unit, or for my supervisors or teams that I built. You'd be hard pressed. Now, if she would have said, he seems a little arrogant, cool, I would have rolled with that. With my arms crossed, stop. That's stupid. Open the conversation. What's that even supposed to mean? I have to call Rocio like, damn, I didn't want the job, but I earned that joint. Stupid. I earned that joint. I'm sorry.
It make no sense.
And then for everyone listening to this podcast, let me tell you something. I'm expecting us to have an episode tomorrow, maybe in a different location, but the studio wilding here too, they trying to extort us, fam. I'm like, they trying to extort us.
Extort us.
I got a problem with, fam, we got whack rappers rapping in the background. You can hear sometimes on the episodes. Like I've told you, it smells like Snoop Dogg toothbrush in here. Stuff be broke. Some mics don't work. Chairs being broke. Crazy, sticky desk. Weird stuff. Crackheads walking outside. Rappers in the parking lot smoking weed. Like, I got time for all that stuff. And you gonna ask me for some more money? You smoking, huh? I ain't give you nothing. I know we say smoking crack and smoking sherm. They smoking actual angel dust today, man. I'm not doing it. So, Y'all better start copping them pivot socks, fam. And merch is on the way. And I'm talking fresh for the holidays. Make y'all Christmas list.
Yes, Thanksgiving first, then Christmas.
Y'all need sneak this gear under the tree this year. It's coming. Coffee mugs, hats, dad hats, snapbacks, crew necks, hoodies, pants, sweats, shorts, underwear, boxers. I don't care. It's gonna say sneak this on it. Y'all cop, all right? Because we gotta move locations. So this is episode 303. George, obviously, Greg back in the building, temporarily in this building. Unless something changes. We're doing top 10. Shout out to the homie at Cell, CELL_fit. We're doing top 10 non-Nike signature sneakers to us. Obviously, George probably had a hard time making this list. You shouldn't have had a hard time making this list, but we should have similar sneakers in different orders.
I think the top half will be the bottom half. I picked like some newer things just to switch it up a little bit, but the top half is like stuff from when we were kids.
It has to be. I mean, I got version 1 and version 2 of one of these right next to each other.
Oh my God.
You have no choice,
man.
You got no choice. And I do like to listen. I feel like we did this a long time ago with Simple, way back in the day, but I can't remember. So shout out to him for making that suggestion for the list. Severance. Hold on. You watched all of Severance, right?
No, I only watched like the first 4 episodes, maybe.
Oh, okay. So you're not gonna finish it though, right?
I probably will, but I didn't hate it.
You hated it.
No,
you hated it. Rico
no.
said it's the greatest television series of all time.
I hated that take. I didn't hate the show. I just said like the show doesn't have enough going on to be the greatest show of all time. That's an insane take. It's literally, listen, the cast is phenomenal. John Turturro is one of my favorite actors of all time, period. The girl is great in her role. OG Man, who's the main character, who was in Step Brothers and some of the stuff, like, he needs to be doing comedy roles, fam. He can't be doing that. I'm not saying he's a bad actor. I'm just saying, like, come on.
Looks like Michael Jackson in it. He looked crazy. I said, Rocio, don't you look like Michael Jackson? He all pale and his beard is trash.
The first episode where they go to like that dinner party and they're explaining everything and like yucking it up, that episode was fire. But then after that, they never showed anything outside of the building except him his meeting house. Man and the next door neighbor. So I say next door neighbor, you know who I'm talking about. Yeah. I'm not going to ruin it for people who haven't seen it yet, but again, I haven't gotten through the whole thing. The show is not bad. The show, you definitely can make it through a season, and the show, I don't want to say it's bad, but it's not fire either. And calling it the best show of all time or the year or whatever Rico said is absolutely insane. There are so many shows where
it's not even close
the writing
all time.
Yes, the writing on like Better Call Saul pours liquid magma dookie down the throat of whoever did Severance. All right,
Ben Stiller is the executive producer of Severance.
I know, but clearly they have like other writers and whatnot. Stuff, yeah. Fargo is coming back with a new episode with the cast is fire. I told you, I think it's John Hamm and
fire
whatever in the season 5 of
fire.
In the next season of Fargo, and it's supposed to be set like closer to current times, like 2019. So it'll be like a lot more stuff that's relevant that we've been dealing with lately. I mean, I'm assuming it won't have like COVID and stuff because 2019, none of that happened yet. But there's so many. Huh?
Were they recording during COVID?
I think they were supposed to. It got shut down or something. But I'm just saying, like, the season is supposed to be set in 2019, which might not.
That's supposed to be.
Yeah,
that's tight.
You know. It's closer to our 2022, so I'm just saying, like, they might have like some political stuff involved or whatever. So like, it'll be more relevant than.
So what year was the Chris Rock one? I mean, that's more mafia,
like in the 50s.
50, okay,
yeah.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah, but it was Kansas City organized crime, so it was a little bit different. Like, obviously, there were like the families, like the Irish mob, the Italian mob, the black mob, but like, but. Severance is a good show. I'm not saying it's a bad show. It's not the greatest show of all time. It's not even close.
It's not even top 10.
John Turturro was fired. The man who's the funny cat.
The black dude?
Yeah, he was.
Who is he? Because I know him.
He's been in a lot of different stuff, but he always has a bit part and everything.
Yeah,
but he normally like just does like yuck jokes. But he's an actual funny person.
Oh, he does stand up too sometimes. Too.
Yeah.
The show,
and I think he's a writer and a producer too.
The show is
not on that show, like comedy shows.
It's one of them shows that's like so smart it's stupid. Like I told Rocio, this should have been a 3.5 hour movie because
it should have been a movie.
It's a smart premise, but it's so smart where it's like, yo, you made it so complicated. I don't think you're gonna get to the point. Like, I don't.
That's why I'm
on episode 6.
That's why I said it was like compared to the Matrix. Like nothing was explained. It went way too. Like the Matrix was a 2.5 hour movie, and obviously they made it into 4 parts or whatever. But this show should have been a movie because you're just dragging out a premise that's not like.
Like once you learn what's going on, there's no need to keep like dragging it and dragging it and it's technically. We've seen this before, like clues, like, you know, something's fishy, but like they don't agree with it yet. You've seen that in like other movies. It's fine. Yeah. Like I'm not saying it sucks, but it's nowhere near. It's not top 10. Top 20 is a stretch. Like to me, it's a good show. It looks dope. Like it's very clean looking, but. I mean, they're going to have to get to the point sooner or later. I'm on episode 6, and I'm like, all right, you're going to have to get to something at some point. There was a fire part, which if you're where you're at, you haven't got to it. Well, you see it with the black dude, the comedy dude, saw his kids.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I don't think so.
That was kind of fire, like, oh, shite, and it was done. I was like, oh, my God.
The first scene or whatever when he's, like, going through the manual with her in the office annoyed me. Like, fam, what is this?
I watched...
You do it like, okay, I get it, but you don't got to just keep on, like...
I had to restart it about 4 times because I kept falling asleep. Start it over again. Yeah. Start it over again. You know what, forget that. I'll try another day. Start over again. Then I was super drunk the other night trying to watch that drunk. I almost died. Like I was like trying to follow it, and then I had smoked this crazy vanilla cigar, and I was like, oh, this whiskey, like, and I'm like, man, I'm trying to watch this lady land on this table over and over and over and over, and that even to me, like, was she kidnapped? Like, I don't understand.
No, I think you're out. All right, well, we might be giving too much away, but your outside self has to voluntarily agree to get your inside self to be a part of the program or whatever you want to call it.
But why was she laying on the table?
That's just probably how everybody gets introduced to Severance, I guess.
Okay.
That's probably how everyone, because I mean, like, it wasn't like, it seemed like that was like the experience but he just was doing it as the manager or whatever for the first time because the other man left.
It's fine. Like I said, it's one of them, like, may have outsmarted itself. It's such a good idea, but it should have been a movie. Like, it's fine. But Rico is smoking sticks. It's not even close. I could think of, I don't know how many shows better than that. Ted Lasso was better than that. There's a lot of stuff better than that.
That's another one I didn't think of. Yes, it is.
Fire. Pickups. You got any pickups? Anything?
I don't think so.
Nothing? I won a pair of Yeezy sandals, which I thought were for me. What they're called? Slides? I thought they were for me, but they're a size 4 for Cortez, so that's that. So, I don't know.
They gave you the off-white treatment.
I looked.
They gave you the wrong screenshot.
I looked at the sizing thing, and I never had looked at it for the slides until, like, you know, it's simple. I talked about the sizing. It tells you to order one full size up, which... So then Cortez wears a 3 in kids. If you go to the kids sandal, it only stops at 3K. So you got to go to 4 for adults. So I got him a pair of those if he wants to wear them or not. That's up to him. But if he not, then I'm selling them. So I assume a size 4 could sell or whatnot.
Yeah, I think everything does.
These aren't mine. I got these. This isn't mine. But shout out to the homie. Oh, I'm sorry. These aren't mine. Sorry. Shout out to the homie. For these, I'm not going to say his name because I don't want you guys bothering him. Actually, it's the homie Rick. I don't know who he is, but that's the homie. Appreciate him getting a pair of these. These are, for those who are listening while driving and stuff like that, you guys always complain. We never say what we're opening. We just start opening stuff and start saying it's fire or whack. These are the Mellow Ball what does or BUs, like, version of it. Obviously, fire box. I think every single box is the exact same. I had already looked at these and whatnot. I will say that a solid color in these is much better. Like one color. This is a bit much. I appreciate them. Yes, authentic.
No, I'm like trying to see what's that sound?
Oh, it's the back thingy, the tab that.
This story got a lot of padding.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait a minute. What is that?
That's what I'm talking about.
No. Oh, no. When you put this on your foot, locked in.
Oh, you know
Triple-double.
what shoe I forgot, by the way? I forgot. I probably should put it at least honorable mentions because it's... I think it's disrespected, even though he's not a real athlete. J. Cole's shoe, just aesthetically.
I thought you were going to put it on there.
Aesthetically.
It's a signature.
I know, but I'm saying, like, I didn't do it because he's not technically an athlete. Plus, like,
He plays
I think...
for Africa, don't he?
All right.
I thought he did. I thought he played for like...
I mean, I think he played like 3 games in
Oh, I don't know. Solid color and these are better. I thought you were putting J. Cole on the top 10 non.
I think they need better materials on these.
Yeah,
joints.
this
like,
one's not. Yeah,
I
the materials
like the
on
shoe.
these, the material on this compared to the other ones is
I
way
put this
different.
on there. I mean, it's
I did
low.
too.
You might be angry, but
Oh no, mine's very low too. I mean, it's new. You know, I ain't going. He ain't getting that high. Like I'm born in the '80s. Like I played around in the '90s. I ain't going.
I can see how it could be a basketball shoe and nothing else. Because,
It is phenomenal as a basketball shoe.
But
this is a bit much for a what the like. Look at the midsole.
I feel like
Midsoles
they just
are.
need like I like how the actual like foam sole feels squishy, like almost like Boost. I like that.
You put them on your feet,
And,
hops. They should be banned by the
the
league.
outsole is nice, but like some of the materials on the upper, like it
Whack.
just looks like a little cheap.
They
Like,
cheap.
It needs to be a little bit better. And I'm not saying leather and whatever else.
No, they.
I'm just
cheap.
saying, just do something that don't look like a kid's toy.
But like they mixed every single pair, so like some of this is Rick and Morty, some of this is Galaxy, some of this is turquoise. The first colorway, this is like almost feels like denim. This is Galaxy. This is blue. This is green, red. Like it's fine. But shout out to the homie Rick for these. Like I said, that's my Puma guy. He also sent Cruzy some samples of some stuff, which I definitely really appreciate him doing that. And shout out to the homie. I'm not gonna say his name on here because he told me he didn't want me to tag him, but he sent Cortez a pair of sample of Pata Air Maxes that he had at his store or something like that, the light blue one. So shout out to him, man. Cortez loves them to death. He's terrified to wear them because he doesn't want to mess them up, but appreciate you sending those. And he sent this jacket, like that was fire. Nike Air Max 97 Terrascapes. Now, I don't know if these are out yet, but you know, we brought them here.
Oh, that's the one you got?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you got this too, but
I got the opposite color.
black one though. Now I thought I got the white one with oatmeal or cement. These are these are Air Max 97 Terrascapes. I don't know what Terrascape means, like recycled material or something.
Well, I thought that used to be a different model.
Oh,
The Terrascape was a different model, I think. I
because
thought.
this thing says this product was made with at least 20% recycled content by weight, which reduces the weight in our carbon footprint. It says move to zero.
I kind of like this. I don't necessarily love the colorway, but I kind of like the construction of it. It's like nice and thin up here.
I like it's like hyperfuse. The only thing these colors, I didn't know it was purple till today. The inside the air bubble was purple. I'm not mad at these, but this right here, the laces being, what's this called? Invisible lace? Hidden laces?
I mean, that's how
hate that.
97s are.
97s aren't in here like this.
Where they are?
What is this called? Hidden laces? No. 97s are nowhere near like this. Let me see.
Where they are?
Max 97.
It's Air Max 97.
Is it?
I mean, maybe they go on top of this
it's on
thing,
top.
but the
It's on
loops are
top
the
of
same.
it. Yeah, no, the loops are the same, but it's on top though. Like I'm looking at it, it's on top. It's not like covered. Like this is covered. I feel like that messes up the shape, but I'm cool with these. These is fine. Like I didn't want to wear them yet until I brought them on here. But it's like hyperfuse. Like I ain't mad at them. I think the black
I just
pair.
like the construction. I like how like thin. I mean, because no one's playing basketball in these, so it's not like you need a lot of ankle support. But like, I just like
the laces are whack though. They're like tentacles. Like I don't know if you guys see this on the camera, but they're like these tentacle things. I'm sure they're probably some type of recycled material or something.
What is this insole? It doesn't look like SpongeBob under the sea.
It's all recycled. It may be under the sea. It's probably plastic from the ocean. Save your carbon footprint, whatever that means. I'm going to wear these somewhere. I mean, I know what that means, but I'm going to wear these somewhere. He's all right. I ain't mad at him. Shout out to the homie for these.
Let me look up. I could have sworn
the black one's got to be
Nike
better than that.
Terrascape was something.
Yeah, it
Like
used
a
to be
model or
something. I mean, it was all recycled stuff. I think that was the whole point. Like not ACG, but it was something like that. Let me see. Don't allow.
Maybe there's not a model called that. Maybe they just like they use that
it was
terminology
just the
on different
materials
models.
on a few things.
Yeah, so they have those on Nike's website now. It looks like.
So these right here, this black pair is better.
Maybe not. Hold on a second. This kind of looks like the one you have, but not really. That's weird.
This black pair is fire. I think that's the one you got.
Why is this not opening? That's weird.
Guess that's it.
Yeah, that's the one that's on Nike website.
Yeah, that's the different one. That's not the green one, but same thing. That one looks better. Man, this is a bad pick on Nike website. Look like KD legs. Joints look crazy. Them joints is fire though. I ain't mad. Oh, these green socks though? Okay. Man, they give me some green socks. Yeah, they on Nike website in Japan. They're on Nike.com/JP. That's what it is. It says Nike.com/JP. Yeah, they on here.
I guess it's not a model. I thought it was a model of some sort.
They not sold out if you want to order them from Japan.
Well, the reason why this looks so whack is number one, his feet are big, and number two, he doesn't tie the laces, tuck the laces.
Damn, it's fire. I ain't mad at him. I'll take another pair for the LO. You got nothing else? No pickups? I got nothing else.
I don't think so.
What come out this week,
fam? I mean, what even released that we would try for? There was like Yeezy Day, and like they did like a slide raffle last weekend.
Get member dunk access?
Yeah, but I just looked at it like for 2 seconds and closed it.
I looked at the colors like, yo, these colors are whack. I mean, the one I created, I keep forgetting I own that burgundy whatever I made. I thought it was fire when I brought it to the podcast, but it was whack. Quality, though. Quality is top notch. What else come out this week? I haven't been paying attention to none of the stuff that's been releasing. Like, I keep missing. I'm on the phone or I'm in a meeting or something.
Has anything released?
I don't know, but there's a ton of stuff this week. Oh, we also had them Ginger 14s. Them joints is fire, too. Sitting. There's a grip coming out this week. All the way through Monday, a grip.
So today, premium Vast Gray Dunk Low came out. There was a couple things that released on Nike, but that was the most important thing. Atlantic Blue Air Max 97. They're calling it OG, but it doesn't look like the one maybe
it's supposed
OG.
to be OG, but I don't know why they call it Atlantic Blue.
It doesn't look like the one I have. But
wait a minute, you got those?
I have the blue one.
Oh.
Where the black part is blue. I'm pretty sure. I didn't realize there was 2 different models. Maybe there is. I don't know. Hirachi Hyper Grape, which I think is an OG colorway.
Looks like it.
What else?
Them
Jordan
light brown ones though was fire.
Which ones?
Them brown British Hirachis.
Oh, barbecue ribs. Oh.
Them joints is kind of fire. You got the right gap construction. You got the right lived in wear khakis. Them joints is fire.
With the what's that brand on TV that with them fire hose underwear?
Yeah, Carhartt, Duluth.
Duluth, yeah, with a Duluth jacket. Look
You'll
out.
Be all right.
Jordan 3 Dark Iris. I don't know if that's only a kid's release.
No, it's an adult one too.
Oh, I don't
the
see
193
the adult sizes on here. Oh yeah, okay.
I mean, it looks like a women's shoe.
They suck. That's all right.
They don't suck.
They suck. A GS dunk is coming out. Blueberry. A women's dunk is coming out. Avocado. Avocado looks all right. Anything with a white midsole with a different color outsole seems to work, no matter what you put on the upper. I mean,
avocado is whack. It's not even avocado. Avocado is way greener than that, unless you leave it out.
Yeah, but it's the skin.
Brown. Oh, you could peel it off?
No, I'm just saying it's avocado skin is what it's supposed to be.
That sucks. And that joint got an actual avocado on it. They made an avocado skin? Who wants that?
It's just a dunk. It doesn't suck. It may not be spectacular, but it's just a dunk.
What they going for? $85? Oh yeah, they all right. as long as they below retail, they all right.
Women's Air Max 95 Viotech.
Fire.
I don't know if those came out today or it says 24th, which is not today, but
it's tomorrow.
It looks like they're.
I seen them on SNKRS app sneakers.
Yes. There's the Air Max 1 Penny coming out, the Orlando Home colorway.
I'm surprised at how many people losing their minds for pennies. I mean, I can't remember the last time the OG colorways retro. Like Chris, shout out to Chris. He trying everything to get his hands on them. And I'm like, y'all really wanted these? Like, they're one of the greatest sneakers of all time.
Somebody will wear them one time and forget.
Yeah, but it's not I have to have.
Air Max 97 muslin pink foam. I don't know. It looks all right, but it also looks like burlap.
What? Oh, that was tight to me.
Sacks. That's all right.
That's okay.
Serena Williams Air Force One low lapis purple joint. I don't know if this. I mean, someone's asking $1,300 for it, so I don't know if it's an exclusive.
They have a white pair. I don't know about this purple one. $1,300. He's smoking lapis, whatever that is.
This shoe is the most absurd shoe I've seen ever.
So
this beauty supply or whatever.
That Beffy, she's the co-founder of Union, right? So she messaged me, right? So I had messaged her about coming on the podcast for episode 300 or whatnot. She never got back to me. Then she got back to me probably like a week or two after we did the episode and was like, oh, yeah, email me, whatever. I love to come on, something like that. But she was working on this and a Jordan brand beauty line, like some beauty supplies or something. So she said she was working on that. She was going to hit me back and try to come on the podcast. So we'll see. I don't know.
I mean, this is just one person's opinion, but based on what my wife wears and likes, women don't want stuff that's a hiking boot up to the knee, bro. They want stuff that's low tops. That's why all that like Air Force One lows and stuff is popular. I don't understand. It seems like she's not doing what women want.
See, the thing is,
maybe she just did what she wanted.
Well, it's a combination of a Huarache and a Jordan 7. Like, it has that Huarache back plastic tag. Look, what I've learned is that there are women that do want this, but they're not women that live in like Arizona and stuff like that.
I think they want like luxury goods, like, and she was trying to make something that looks luxe, but nah.
And I'm talking like women that I see online that live in LA and stuff like that.
Has a laundry bag for the sock
I look at this and think it's whack, but Henny, I don't know if you know who Henny is, Henny on IG. If Henny put this on, she'd make this fire. Because Henny is really in the streetwear and giving a lot of sneakers a shot. She could make this fire. Hannah or Rocio putting this on, they look ridiculous. Oh, your wife is mad at me too, FYI. So.
My wife and your wife?
Oh, your wife is mad at me.
That's what I'm saying. Your wife was already mad, right?
Yeah, but we're back.
Oh, all right.
Your wife is mad because I won't vote
this time?
I said I won't vote anymore.
Oh.
So.
I mean, we have bigger problems.
I said, I'm sorry, I'm not voting anymore. She tried to hit me with some stuff about women's rights, and I said, oh, yeah, my wife already knows. I'm saving all my voting power for Air Max Day next year.
I mean, I think it's responsible to vote for the
I have zero faith in voting in the government in anything right now.
No. It's responsible to vote for like the propositions.
Oh, no.
But like if you don't want to vote for who's president, who cares?
I'm not voting for presidential administration. Local stuff like that, fine. I'll still vote for it. The
reason why Trump was absurd is because he was on social media all day long, and that's all you saw when you logged in. Fam, when I log in, I want to see sports, sneakers, and some card stuff. That's it.
He didn't know how to act. And look, this ain't no political podcast. I'm not voting for another president again. Now, like you said, my school district, council district.
Yeah, like the propositions are important.
I'm cool for
I think that's what Hannah cares about more than anything.
Oh, well, I was like, yeah, sorry.
Like I said, we got bigger problems.
Like I said, man, I'm putting all my efforts in the Air Max Day for 2024. Who I'll vote for next. Maybe they'll retro elephant print Air Max 90s, Air Max 1s again or something.
Stranger Things, Vans collab, Hellfire Club. I don't watch Stranger Things. Is Hellfire Club related to the show? Or?
Yeah, it's related to this last season that passed. It's like a club that they got on there. The sneakers are whack, but Stranger Things, that's a top 10 show.
I mean, I feel like Vans, old school or eras or whatever, you could do whatever you want, and it's impossible to ruin them. You could put the most
they don't suck, but like
drawing on them or whatever.
If I see somebody walking down the street with these, I wouldn't be like, yo, them the Stranger Things? I mean, I would because I know, but not the everyday Stranger Things watcher or something.
There's also it's either an authentic or an era. I don't know, this Pizza Boy, whatever.
Same thing. Just the Stranger Things collab pack.
Yeah, and a skate high. Teddy Santis, who is the ALD man, has a 990 V3. Yeah.
Fam, Teddy Santis, man, been coming out with some every single week. He got the most New Balance collabs of the year.
Yeah, that's ALD, man.
He got two. I had no idea.
That one just looks like all the Kith ones that Ronnie Fike does every single
but why
time.
didn't they just call them ALDs? Like, what's the difference? Is ALD more than one person? Two people?
I have no idea. I mean, some of the ones called Ronnie Fike and some of the other ones called Kith, so I don't mean, what's the difference?
Oh, I guess so.
Coconut head, something or other. What is this, a knit shoe?
Them joints is clean.
You think they are till you get them in hand.
Nah, hold on. The homie,
they look like a shoe that's whack once you get it in hand.
The homie I Am Legend copped them, and
Spark Fly Knit.
He put them on. They look fire on foot. Now, paying full price for these, smoking sherm. Now, you get them joints for about $72.13.
All right. This colorway, okay. It's got like a little bit of color.
Them joints right up your alley. Pause. Like, right. You like Fly Knit?
Total Hemp Orange. Total Hemp is what you get when you come to this podcast, this studio.
Total wine.
Let's see what else. For some reason, there's a Jurassic World Reebok collab. I'm sure that's not the first one.
I mean, it's a whole Reebok. Fam, Jurassic World might be on TNT by now. Like, you know, along that movie, it may be on FX by now, and they just dropping their stuff right now.
Why they're doing? I mean, I guess maybe they're doing it because the like bottoms look like dinosaur feet. Is that the reason why they picked that model?
DMX. Oh
no, I know what shoe that is, but I'm saying, like, do you think they picked that because it actually looks like a brontosaurus foot bottom or something?
I don't know, man. That joint got scales on it. It got raptor skin. I'm assuming that pink is the mouth. I don't know what any of this is. It's called the Giga Giganotaurus. It's another. Did you watch the new Jurassic Park?
Not yet.
Whack. All right. It's another bigger monster. Like every new Jurassic Park, there's a bigger one. And the T-Rex still pulls up and kills. I'm like, T-Rex can't beat everybody. Like
King Kong, no? and Godzilla.
Godzilla should have killed
the other model that ALD man has is 990 V2.
That one looks fire in pics, but I know it's back in here.
That was the Kith model that we got, and then when it came in the box, it was like scuffed up. So we all sold it, or I sold it. I thought you did too. But I
none of those. There's another Teddy Santis.
Oh, there's another one that looks like a United States flag. Navy sea salt.
Man.
Fam.
Navy sea salt.
Hair One, Zoom High, Zoom Comfort.
I thought them already came out. Some of these sneakers I feel come out every week.
Jordan 1 OG Low Dark Smoke Gray.
You want that one? It's the OG though.
They suck.
What? Them joints is clean.
Nah, they suck.
I kind of like them. Now, I didn't try for pink blush and all that, so I'd be ridiculous to really put forth mad effort for these, but...
Come on now, these suck. I mean, they don't suck, but they suck.
Them joints is fire. The fire made me
I
strong.
probably should buy pinks, but...
Wait a minute, you didn't get pinks either? Oh, yeah, I should buy pinks.
I didn't even wake up, or I didn't even think about it.
I didn't even try.
Dunk High Beetroot.
I need some money first. No thanks.
Right. Jound, Triple Jound, Quadruple Jound, Gel Cayano.
I ain't mad at the shoe, but...
Yeah, I'm not.
$400, they smoking. In my size.
Onitsuka Tigers. Air Max 1 Premium Dirty Denim. This might be one of the best looking denim shoes of all time. Now, am I buying it? No, but it might be one of the best looking ones.
Would you not buy it because it's denim, or it's just not worth it?
Well, I don't think it looks... See, to me, it doesn't look like denim. It looks like brushed suede or something almost.
I think the toe box is suede and the upper is denim.
Okay, so yeah. So I think that's maybe why I think it doesn't look that bad.
I just want the sole to swap it with something else. I like that sole.
Just paint your sole.
That sole
sale
is fire. They're not that expensive on here. I don't know what retail is on them, but they're not too bad. I mean, $202 for my size.
Air Force One Low West Indies. I don't know if that...
when did that come out? Like in the 2010 something?
Is it...
This is a retro.
I know, but is it supposed to mean something, or they do it for some reason, like a tournament or something?
West Indies people.
Okay.
Designer Bruce Kilgore.
You would think it would be more expensive if it was like a true something.
Well, I want to see what the...
Women's High Satin Blue Dunk. Women's High Desert Camo Dunk. That one's not too bad. But you got to be in Desert Storm to wear it.
Them joints are whack. That's way too much camo for a woman.
Bam, if you think those Jordan 7 collabs are kind of like, okay, somebody can make them look good, they could definitely make Desert Storms look good,
but only
too.
certain people can. West Indies.
Apparently, Quadruple Jound has a second Onitsuka Tiger coming out as well. And the best Pata is coming out, too. The best Pata Air Max 1 Summit White. That's by far the best one.
Oh, yeah, that one's tight. Oh, wait, the best out of all of them?
Yeah.
Even of the orange and the blue?
I think so.
That's too much white.
I think they should have used the orange that they did on the Air Max 1 that we got that came out before it.
Yeah, those are better than the Pata one.
I like the Pata design better, but I think they should have used...
What the Air Max orange Magmas we got go for? I need to sell those.
You haven't worn them yet?
Nope. I got the Pata ones. These are the original West Indies, I guess.
And these right here should be
they want 700 and 1,000. So
these ISPA's links should be the Jurassic Park shoes because these joints look like you need them to.
I'm okay with them. Man.
Them joints look like they'll stop a bite from a velociraptor.
But you know those come apart, right? So like the sole comes off, the top comes off. They come in 4 pieces,
it's
and
a
you
transformer.
put them together.
That's why it's
tight.
That's why it's not a Jurassic Park because
ISPA,
Transformer got the they got the patent.
ISPA is the only shoes that actually try to do something different. They're the only ones. Now they be out
not
there.
The only one. You said Union Lady did that.
Did what? She ain't never made no Transformer.
I know, but she took 2 different shoes and put it together. I mean,
what shoe she put together?
The one right now that we just talked about.
I'm talking about out of this world different. If you type in ISPA, you'd be like, what?
International Space Program, probably.
Oh, I was going to say that's what that is.
I have no idea, but I might. I
thought that's what it is. See, remember they came out with these ones?
Sense.
Them joints is crazy. I had them. I took them back though. They was too crazy.
You need to relax. Manier airships that people can't carry. Yeah, those suck. Manier airships, which are completely fine, but people are losing their minds over, and it makes absolutely
airships
no sense.
Are not fine. Airships are whack.
I mean, it
a
can't,
low top airship, fine. All right.
It can't be whack. It could just be like it's what it is. All right.
You know what? Fine. You know
hopefully
whack
Mookie
is strong.
Hopefully Mookie Betts wears them to the game on Friday.
That'll make them fire. But these joints, people asking for $944. That was only 2,000 pairs.
Yeah,
right?
they're numbered.
Fam,
which is what makes people go crazy.
I don't like Ama Manier introducing a new color, and they put Ama Manier on the toe box. Like, no, it got to be Ama Manier colors, and it got to be suede or something cool.
Anybody who wanted that shoe should have just done the dunk. I am for you. What's it called? The dunk thing today, and done a blue and white dunk.
Look at that. That's the red one that came with the pack, and then there's the blue one. Like,
it's just a regular
collaboration, man.
SNS Saucony Shadow 6000 is coming out. The colorway is actually kind of nice, but I know you hate Saucony.
Saucony's whack.
But I like how those colors go together though.
Yeah, brown, purple. They look like
purple
ACGs.
But the gray too.
Them joints are whack. Even the colorway whack.
No, it's not. Don't do that.
Them is only for Rico Suave.
Jordan. What's today?
There is a lot of sneakers coming out by Monday.
Jordan 12 Stealth, which I don't know why it's called Stealth.
They're not even. I can see them. I mean, they're not stealth.
Well, I don't. They might be iridescent. That might be why they're stealth. They're white.
And white joints is white grays. Like what they talking about?
Throw them up in the sky, you can't see them.
Stealths.
Bad Bunny, low blue tints. Adidas said something out that was like, join this raffle for the Bad Bunny concert thing. I joined that thing. Fam, they sent me a thing that said, you're on the waiting list.
What?
Wait till you...
To get on the airplane?
Yeah, wait till you get another thing from us. I was like, oh yes. I clicked on it. It was like, nope. Like the next day. Because it was for 2 people.
You get to go on Bad Buddy plane.
Yeah, but you got to somehow get to Puerto Rico first, I think. I don't think they take you there.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I would hope they would take... I thought you get to go on the airplane.
I think it was only for Puerto Rican residents, but somehow they sent it to my phone, too.
Because I was like, man, if I
It said
this,
on the thing, you start in
nothing.
Puerto Rico, they fly you to wherever the show was. I don't know if it was in New York or what, and then they fly you back.
You fly past New York to go to Puerto Rico to come back.
I was like...
I was like, man, if I win this, I got to do some real research on Bad Bunny because I know no songs. I can't be on the plane with him like, yo, I'm a big fan. I know nothing.
He might not be on the plane, though. He might already be in...
Oh, that'd be better
by the way, I watched that... Maybe it was like 2 flights ago. I watched that Jennifer J-Lo movie with... what's her name, man?
I've Chloe Owens Wilson.
Yeah, that Marry Me. I had no idea who that man was. I thought it was Bad Bunny. It was the other cat. What's his name? Paulson? What's his name?
I didn't know that was a real
Maluma?
person. We looked him up. Because I was like, are these real people? They really made an album for that with him and her.
Damn. I thought that was Bad Bunny. No? I had no idea.
J Balvin and Bad Bunny, if they walked in here,
And
I wouldn't
him.
be able to know which one it is. Now, I would have thought he was J Balvin, I guess. I know none of them. I know no songs.
And him. There's 3 of them. There's 3 twins.
The dude that was on Marry Me, I didn't even know who that was. Why was you watching that?
It was the only thing that was new on the plane that I hadn't seen. Like the other movies that were new was like Batman and like Southwest List was whack on that flight.
That movie was whack. Oh my gosh. She really wants us to really want her to, look at her as a singer. That movie was a musical. I said, I get it. Like,
musical.
Did you watch the halftime J-Lo thing on Netflix? Like the documentary to it? It talked about making that movie and how she really wants to be a singer. Like it had,
that's probably why.
It was heavy. It was way too much. That song where she would dress like a nun, talking about take me to church. Man, come on, me and Rosil. I was embarrassed.
I just watched it because Owen Wilson's normally fun. I mean, I guess he was kind of funny in that.
The
But
movie wasn't bad. Like I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
it's a regular romantic comedy,
Yeah,
but like. Stupid held up that sign, man. They really fell in love. If it was that easy, there wouldn't be a lot of problems in the world.
The ending was stupid too. Like, why did she get there after the fact? I was like, y'all couldn't just switch the thing so she gets there on time and the daughter sees her and is motivated to win.
No, they still lost. Man, y'all lost too? Lame.
Yeah, stupid. Anyways, Air Max 97 denim, way worse than the other denim shoe that's coming out.
Yeah, that's the denim that we're used to.
Yes, it sucks. Air Kukini Pixel.
I remember those. Did you ever own those?
That's the model that Stussy did the collab of.
Oh, that's right.
It's whack.
I don't even know how you put it on.
What is this?
I was going to ask you what Faust is.
He looks like he worships the devil.
If you swipe it, the inside of the shoe is tight. It's all, one shoe is gold. That looks kind of fire.
Wait, what?
There's 2 different shoes. One is all black and one is all black and gold.
Oh, the writing on it, okay.
Yeah, and the swoosh. They okay. It's way too much black.
Watch the Throne SB. Fam, those suck. It's hard to ruin a black and gold item, and they did it. They were successful.
It's not that bad.
No, it is. You wouldn't wear it.
If the gold was on both shoes, I would.
Nike SB Faust, whoever that is. I'm assuming it's an artist of some sort or a devil worshiper or both.
Oh, it says the devil is in the details.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I didn't see that.
some sort of devil worshiper. This pack is whack, by the way. I know you like it. The colors are whack.
You smoking.
The colors are whack. Come on.
You tripping.
Ultra Boost 1.0 college pack is coming out with all the teams.
These pictures right here are bad.
Listen, when the best one is Mississippi State, or actually that might not even be the right picture. Shouldn't that? Oh, no, not Mississippi State. I said the wrong one. Nebraska. When the best one is Nebraska, something's wrong. All right.
What is the
Nebraska is just the one that's all white, pretty much.
Are you crazy? That was the weakest one.
I mean...
The best one is probably Miami. Then I'd go Georgia Tech, then ASU, then Aggies, then Indiana, then Kentucky, Cardinals. I have every single one from the last pack. I've never worn any of them except the ASU one.
You don't need a single one of them, trust me.
I don't know what I'm going to do with any of those because guess what? They're not selling for anything. So I'm stuck with them.
Apparently, so I think a week from today is a couple releases. So I'll say, oh no, actually I can say those on next week's show.
That's it?
That's August 30th, yeah.
These the ones I got at the... What? Sell for $200? Hold on, fam.
See, look at you.
Hold on, what size I... Wait a minute. I got 9.5 for 10s.
You might want to call Rosie and ask her.
Look at that. It's $105. Never mind. Look how whack that joint. That got orange boots.
You could put the ask on there. I still don't know where my Kansas are. They floating around still. I think UPS got them, though. It was the first UPS stolen package. Before all these other people started accusing them.
Even though you and other people had I have never had a package stolen
knock on wood, bro.
Or missing or anything. I don't know how that be happening to y'all.
Would be.
I mean, I feel like I haven't. These joints right here are clean.
Nah.
That represents the you.
I don't like when
I'm so glad they get rid of that turnover
I don't like
chain.
when the mud guard is one color and the other part's a different color. I don't.
That's what makes it
think
tight.
the turnover chain itself is stupid, but I don't mind when schools have a thing like that.
I do
to
too.
get them hype. It's okay.
No. Only if your school has the opportunity to make the playoffs, be ranked, stay ranked. They're awful. They suck.
Well, they got a new coach now, so they're supposed to be good.
Pulling out the turnover chain and whatnot, and you down by 27 is embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And then they stand on that bench and look at the fans be doing all this and got the chain. I'm like, y'all down by like 27
Well, the
points,
stands are normally empty.
Goofy,
so.
That program
They might
is
be back,
embarrassing. Oh, man, please. They ain't never coming back.
Well, they got that Oregon coach.
Man, they need to allow. Well, you know what? Shoot, with NILs, they should be back. Every school that used
They
to
got
be
a lot of money.
Every school that used to be prominent should be back with NILs. Every single one of them.
Well,
every one of them.
It's the ones. Well, no, there's a. I mean, we don't need to get in a long NIL discussion, but the NCAA hasn't ruled yet on like what technically is allowed and what's not allowed. So there's a lot of schools that are still kind of on the outside looking in, just waiting for the NCAA to rule, because there's been a lot of talk about all the schools that started doing stuff early: Oregon, Miami, Tennessee, Texas A&M, all these schools that jumped in really early and started promising kids money might be in trouble. So that's what like the Alabama doesn't need any help, but Alabama doesn't have a collective. USC didn't until a little while ago.
Promising them money or setting them up with like NIL deals?
Well, because NIL, what it's supposed to be for, obviously, is like influencer marketing. Yeah, but influencer marketing. But what it turned into was like boosters putting money into a thing to entice recruits to go to a school.
See, I didn't know that.
So the NCAA has to decide what's allowed and what's not allowed.
So
because there are schools that are saying like outright, we're just going to pay everyone on the team $50,000 to be here.
See, I was watching this whole thing about it, and I was looking at LSU, and they had a whole NIL department now that's ran by.
I don't even think
girl that played volleyball or something.
Yeah, so LSU is another one of those schools that's doing it the right way, where they're kind of like
really
protective about it a little bit.
They go in and get companies to help the players get it.
Because that's legal. Like, so what some of the other schools are doing, like Miami especially, they have one booster who's ultra rich. So the booster, obviously, he owns a bunch of businesses, but if he's just creating other fake businesses and just paying students or football players. So now, clearly, I don't care because these kids should get paid. Everybody involved is rich except the players. So
that's stupid.
But now it's different. Like the USC wide receiver that transferred from Pitt just signed a deal with like American Airlines or whatever, so he's getting paid.
Oh, that's tight. I seen some cats with some whack ones, dude. They was with like Parker and Sons AC units, and I was like,
well, that's that man whose name is the coldest. It makes sense.
Oh,
if your name is the coldest,
okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that's what
I'm pretty sure the AC company hit him up.
Now that's fire, though. I'm the coldest. I got the coldest AC. That's fire.
Yeah, I think he's in Nebraska or something.
Yeah, I seen that. I was like, wait a minute, AC units, because Tata, he was doing Porsche.
Yeah, he got Porsche right when he got to Kentucky.
Porsche and all that.
But see, that's what NIL was supposed to be. Even though the guy who owns that Porsche dealership probably is a Kentucky alum, you know what I mean? Like that's what it was set up for.
See, I don't.
It wasn't set up to like pay salaries just for showing up. It was set up to like actually do influencer marketing. You know,
because now, can you use NIL influence to get the kid there? Like Porsche is already in Kentucky. Like,
well, that's what the NCAA is figuring out.
Oh, okay. Because I'm thinking to myself like, Tata at the time at Kentucky is not moving Porsches. Like, no one's going to be like, whoa, Tata drives a Porsche. I'm going to buy a Porsche. To me.
I mean, maybe in Lexington he might sell a couple extra ones just because they love basketball, but it's already rich people. It's not influencing the normal people like, sitting on their couch.
It's not nobody who's in the market for whatever. Now, if Tata had like Air Max Terrascape, whatever, he could push those. That's easy. Yeah. But I didn't know if like...
he wasn't the only one. Somebody signed a deal. I think a Texas running back maybe signed with Lamborghini.
Yeah, there's a few
nobody
people
buying a
doing
Lamborghini
stuff.
because you're there.
I think somebody do
$250,000 car.
I think someone had one with Range Rover or something like that as well.
Yeah.
And now, like I said, I didn't know if like when Calipari, whoever comes and talks to him and say like, look, we already got Porsche waiting for you. They already said
I'm sure they do
okay. See, I know you can do that.
I'm sure there's tons of, it may not be appropriate, but I'm sure all schools are doing it.
That's fine. And NCAA college football is coming out, right?
Yeah, the game?
Yeah, okay. And they're going to have all the names of all the players and stuff like that too, right?
I don't know.
That's what they're supposed to be. That's what it's supposed to be. Every player have their names.
Imagine having to pay that. There's 119
That's how I was going to ask.
And they got to pay 85 roster spots.
So now,
this
was a different time, but I was watching this podcast with Tony Hawk, and Tony Hawk said he made more money off the video game than he ever did skating. He said that video game changed his life.
The players have to agree to it too, though, because like
who wouldn't?
Well, think about it. If you're the star quarterback and you like USC quarterback signed a deal with Beats headphones, he gets like $3 million or something from Beats headphones. So if NCAA EA Sports comes out and says, "Oh, we're just going to divide the pot up by every Division I player, and this is what you get, $50.27." I mean, why would he be like, okay? Because he would be like, I'm the QB, I get more.
But I think still being in the video game is what they would care about more.
Yes, being a 20-year-old, sure. But I'm just saying, like, that's the argument. That's
you know, and that was the other thing they was talking about, too, because, like you said, the homeboy with the Beats headphones, they were saying that, so whoever was at LSU, they didn't know if they can wear LSU gear while promoting Porsche or whatever. And they were saying that, like, can they come out? Does that mean, like, oh, I can make a LSU Porsche? Like, you know, a
I don't think there's any rules.
Well, they were going over the rules about all that, and like the athletes were like, "Oh shoot! Like if McDonald's got me signed, can I wear LSU gear in the McDonald's commercial or whatever they got me doing?"
Well, that's up to McDonald's, probably.
Well, no, they said, I think it was LSU, like you can't do that or something. I don't know. It was a whole episode on Outside the Lines I was watching. I was like, oh, interesting. What are we talking about?
Maybe not then. I don't know.
Jordan 1 mom and pops or something.
Wait, what?
Jordan 1 Chicago's. What are they called now? Lost and Founds?
Yeah.
You can't. Is that whack, fired, unnecessary?
I just think it's hilarious how everybody jumped out the window about what the thing was about, and then once they found out, they were like, "Oh, that's what it is? That's super cool." It's like, I mean, the concept is still kind of the same, even though that they didn't say it comes with like the receipt slip or invoice or whatever. I don't know.
Is that a real place too?
I have no idea.
I'm not seeing people talking about it, talking about how fire it is, talking about stories and stuff like that. Look, man, honestly, when I saw it, I said, "Yo, when they gonna retro Chicago's?" Because Chicago is the story. Jordan is the story.
It gave Nike something to do, I guess. Like other than that, I don't know.
And that doesn't mean it's whack. It's a Chicago. That's cracked leather. That's fire.
Yeah,
the sneaker is fire. The box, fine. It's fire. I ain't mad at it. I will say, looking at the box, and it got those original sticky price tags that we was kids that like say like $39. Like, I love that. That's fire. The paper, cool. Receipts, cool. I ain't mad at it, whatnot. But I was just like, it's like when they came back out with bands and they put the X on the back, and then, you know,
if you send that joint to StockX without the receipt, they might be like, nope.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it comes with 2 stickers. It comes with 2 price tag stickers, the receipt and the special paper. And what's crazy is in the special paper, it has like the Air Jordan, $39. I'm like, yo, these joints is $180. Now, I'm glad the price is $180 versus whatever, but like, it ain't necessary. The story to me is it's Chicago. It's Michael Jordan flying through the air, whatnot. That's Chicago. But anyways, I'm copping. So, well, actually, I think we supposedly, I don't know. Somebody said we might have a pair, but I could be making that up.
Does the story matter to me? No. The only thing I will say is we're from that era, so it definitely doesn't matter to. Maybe definitely doesn't matter is the wrong term, but like. It won't be nostalgic for somebody who's 21, but they might think it's cool because they haven't experienced it. We experienced it, so like it's like, all right, that's cool, but you know.
That makes the sneakers are old, but that makes them older. Like a 21-year-old or like a kid getting them joints now, and that joint got not models. Like I don't even know what the store is on it, and it has the date on it, like August something, 1986 or whatnot. I mean that's cool, but like,
there's stories of. Even maybe not super recent, but there's stories of, let's just say during Nike Talk era or something, of people going into some of those old mom and pop stores and be like, let me see your back room, let me see your stock room, and just going in there and cleaning it out.
So what was the store we went to here? What was it called?
Oh yeah.
Whatever it is.
We didn't go in the stock room, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But like,
I don't remember. Bill's not
Steven
Bill's.
Shoes?
Steven Shoes, maybe.
Is that what it's called? No, Bill Shoe Hut was another one.
Not, but it was something like that.
It was Steven Shoes, and we walked
Bill
in there.
Shoes
they still had like Griffies, but they were all yellow and stuff. You found them Arizona Terminators.
Yeah, they had stuff from like 10 years before.
When I went to the Steven Shoes,
it made no sense.
The Steven and all of them, and for everybody listen to the podcast, Steven Shoes are every single one of them were in like super Mexican neighborhoods. They weren't like at the mall or like they were like the one I went to was in my family's in-laws' neighborhood. Like, I'm talking the Rim Lowrider shop was here, and then like selling all Banda Fiesta music and Steven shoes. You would walk in this long tunnel and go in. I walked in there and copped, I don't know how many pairs of Olympic 7s, IEs, and this is when I was just keeping stuff like a fool. Like, selling back then just wasn't even, I don't even think I was even doing that yet. I was just copping all this stuff they just had on the shelf, and they was selling it like it was nothing. And that was people like, yo, they got to be selling fakes. I'm like, this stuff is genuine, authentic. I'm like, yo, y'all better pull up. They were in bad neighborhoods. We spent, I don't know how long in that Steven shoes walking around. They used to get releases. I don't know how those stores went out of business. I don't get where they went. Like, they just disappeared.
Sometimes places are just in the wrong era, but they had a lot more stuff than just shoes too. They had a lot of clothes and blah blah whatever else.
Fubu or something. I don't know what they was. LRG. They was selling a lot of stuff in the do-rags. It was like K-Momo's. It was like, if y'all don't know what it was, like a hip hop shop, you know. And I've found old Jordans and stuff in places. Like, me and the homies back in 97, 96, we go in like these certain places. I remember running into a bunch of Jordan 2s, original Jordan 2s on a shelf, and they were like size 15s and 12s, and we were like, yo, these suck. Like, we hated Jordan 2s. Obviously, we didn't know nothing, had the original box and whatnot. I think back to that, I'm like, oh, that was tight, but still, when you're in that moment in time, it really doesn't matter. Trying to relive that stuff now, I guess, like, I'm fine with it. Just, they're Chicago's. Chicago was enough. Like, being in Chicago was enough. Now, what's going to happen is,
it gave Nike people something to do. They wanted to feel important, probably. And also, the timing is weird because of all the news that's been coming out for the last 2 years or a year or whatever of Nike ending all these long-term accounts.
Oh, that's right.
So that's why it's completely ironic. I mean,
because it's supposed to be homage to mom and pop shops, and they're like taking away their accounts from mom and pop shops. Yeah. But, you know, they probably started that process of making these before they even started taking away accounts, so it don't even matter. Somebody has sent me this. Obviously, Nice Kicks always has to post anything that's not Sneak Dish related. They posted, you buy from Soul Supremacy, right? Or you used to sell on there, right?
No, I bought stuff from them a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
5, 6, 7, 8 years ago.
The sneaker reseller, Soul Supremacy, had put up what year did shoes turn from love of shoes to love of money. Now, obviously, this is another reseller question, whatnot, but I looked in the comments on there, and you got like, what's his name that started Nice Kicks? Hatfield? Half-Hill. Yeah. He's like, yo, this would be a great podcast topic. I'm like, man, shut up.
The thing that makes no sense is,
he's a reseller.
Yeah, right. But it's like gatekeep reselling. Like, you started a business thinking the reason was the love of shoes, but really you started a business, capitalism. You were trying to make money selling shoes.
That's exactly what it is.
How are you not able to process that in your head? Like, are you a benevolent sneaker reseller, or what's the difference between you and the people you complaining about?
Sneaker resellers just shouldn't ever talk about it whatsoever. Just like ignore, like they shouldn't have any opinion on anything whatsoever.
Is he mad at like people who just know how to build auto scripts and don't collect sneakers and just sell everything they get with a bot? Because if you're like,
I don't know who he's talking to.
Like, fam, if you're a firefighter for one city firefighter, you can't be mad at firefighters from another city for stopping fires. Like, what? I just don't.
But the fact of, like, nobody in the comments even said this. Like, because then I was like, you know what, maybe this is a different Soul Supremacy. So I went and clicked this link. They got Yeezys for $500 and stuff like that. Like,
yeah, they put most of their stuff on eBay, like, for auction.
Yeah, that's where I used to remember them from.
They got a store, and
Rico buy beater boxes from them, right?
I'm pretty sure that's where he does it. And I know other people started doing that, but I think they were the originators of the beater box, so I assumed he got it from them. But it could be somebody else.
So, like, you know, probably about a good...
There's too much work involved in that stuff. You can make a lot of money off it, but it's too much work.
And shout out to everybody who sends DMs and all that stuff. Like, I do appreciate it, even though I don't get to a lot of them. Probably about a good 40 people sent that tweet or sent that message and whatnot. And I'm taking off the wrong shoe.
It's another thing that you ask me, who cares? Same thing I say every day when I send you screenshots of that one nerd. Who cares? Shut up.
No, I'm telling you.
Sneakerhead detective.
Whoever listens to this podcast.
Shut up. Sneakerhead mayor. Shut up.
I am this close.
I
to
seen
saying
something
who
last
it
night.
is,
I seen
though.
something last night. I was gonna send you just to talk about.
I saw
today,
it too. I saw it, and I was gonna send it to you, and I was like, I'm not even sending it.
And the dumbest thing about it is like 99.9% of the comments on the tweet I was going to send you had absolutely nothing to do with the actual issue itself, and only like 3 of the people even could discuss the real issue behind it.
I know which one you're talking about. There was a few of them, and I was like, you know what? I'm not even bothered, but I'm this close to saying who the city mayor, manager, chief of police sneaker detectives is. That cat is the most annoying person on the internet when it comes to sneakers, and I'm not even joking, man. He try to say he checks us out every once in a while. I'm like, fam, shut up. Like, I don't even care. You might be listening right now. I don't care. Fam,
either.
Chill out. Relax. I ain't got no problem with you, but chill out. Look.
It's like every tweet is sent with like
it's sent like
with the nose up like this.
Yeah, like we're talking to peasants.
Shut
like,
up.
He's like on a throne, like everything sounds like a FYI. Like, if you guys didn't know what Nike does is they like, shut up, man. Like, and all of it be like stuff that we've been talking about, no joke, for 6 years on this podcast. Like, I even started saying to myself, you know what? He might be going to listen to podcasts and just coming up with topics. So it's a weird person. Carmen San Diego. Look. When I was looking at this, obviously everybody in the comments was like, Galaxy phones, Concords, all that. And I was like, dude, I keep forgetting. The very first time, somebody asked the very first time I ever paid resale for a sneaker. And I don't know if you remember this. I told you this when I was in D.C. and I took the train to New York. And I tried to buy Defining Moments pack at Flight Club. And I was there. I was like, man, I'm $700. I'm going to do it. Because that pack was like $500, I think. They wanted $700. So I went there with $700. This is the original Flight Club in New York. You had to go down underground. So he went down to get the pair. And I'm like, damn, I definitely ain't got this money, but I'm about to spend this $700. He came back up and said, oh, man, what you thinking about $750? And I was like, what? So I said, fine, I'll do $750. So he went back down. He's like, you know what? We're at like $820 right now. And I was like, I'm paying the $700 that you said that these were. Like, this isn't an auction house. Like, so then I said, I'm not paying that. That was the first time that I was going to ever spend retail. That was 2010, maybe? No, not even 10. I don't even know what year that was. Flight Club, look, resale began at Nike Talk, all right? A lot of people don't realize that. Nike Talk was like underground. It was like the underground society. And back then, having a computer was a luxury, not just the internet. Having a computer to be on Nike Talk was a luxury. Having the internet on the computer was a luxury as well. So that's why a lot of people weren't even aware of reselling at the time. We forget how long Tiffany Dunks, Jedis, Pigeons, reselling started with Dunks, I think, with SBs probably, right?
Probably. I mean, that was.
I don't think it started with Jordans.
I think that was when people first started like flying around town to like pick pairs up.
And I'm talking about Pigeons back then. What year Pigeons come out?
2003, I think.
So like, reselling and stuff started back then. Let me look. It was just an underground type thing. I don't want to
say the wrong thing. And the sneaker mayor
Somebody will say something. Yo, y'all call yourselves a podcast. Y'all tripping. No? Everybody knows Pigeons came out in the fall of 2000. All right. But like, that's where it started on Nike Talk. And like I said, Nike Talk was like an underground society type thing. Like, you were either on it, you were on it. And that was like a message board. It was a really hard thing to navigate if you didn't understand the internet at the time.
2005.
I was on there on Nike Talk at the time. And I remember seeing stuff like that, like on sale there. Obviously, eBay was just getting cracking off. But eBay didn't even accept credit cards back then. You would have to pay with like a money order. I used to go to Circle K with money orders to buy stuff off eBay. Now, maybe I just didn't have a credit card at the time or whatnot, but I did. Like, anyways, people forget Flight Club started in like 2005. Riff started in like 2006. They weren't selling GRs. Like, they were reselling forever. Reselling didn't start.
Well, there was also a culture of like people who would go overseas, get stuff you couldn't get here, bring it back and sell it. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, yeah, that's right.
Like going to Japan, loading up on stuff that you can't get anywhere else and then bring it back here.
So, like, everybody who keeps bringing up this question need to understand, like I said, Flight Club has been around since 05, Riff since 06. They weren't selling GRs. They've been reselling for a long time. Now, once everybody, like, had the opportunity. The internet got on our cell phones got popular, social media, and then like when Nice Kicks and all these social media, these blogs got popular, that's when resale started like getting cracking. Once you get the guts to try it, then that was it. Like I can't remember the first time I resold something. Like I can't remember the first time like I actually went and bought something to resell, not sold something that I owned.
The first thing that I resold sneaker-wise was Flint's that came out in 2010, because anything before that, I wasn't even doing sneakers between like when I maybe like first went to college and in 2010.
That was the first thing
I was
you
buying
bought to resell.
Well, I was collecting SBs before that for myself, but I wasn't buying Jordans and Air Max 1s and trainers and whatever else. I was just buying, dunks for myself. And then every once in a while, I would buy, like I think 2006 is when Black Cat 4s retroed, or 2008 or something. Every once in a while, I would get a release like that from eBay or East Bay. Which, by the way, I didn't know East Bay doesn't really exist no more. They do only for sale stuff.
They didn't even think about it. I think the first thing I tried to go buy to resell were DB3s. I think that was the first thing I tried to go buy to resell. I think after that was probably DB4s. Like, I was never, and I was out here. Like, I didn't try in California. Like, I wasn't out there, like, in the Bay, like, trying to go get stuff. We was camping and doing stuff for sneakers, but it was for us. And then back then, it just wasn't that hard to get sneakers. Like, even places would, like, take your money beforehand and pre-order. They would hook you up kind of thing. But, yeah, so, like, look, I get it. Everybody understands when it got, like, nuts with Galaxy foams and all that stuff, Big Bang packs and Concords at one time. I get it. But, like, people just were catching up to what people were already doing. We just weren't versed to it. That was just like, reselling was like another world from what I looked at it as. It was like a underground society of certain people who had certain things, because Jedis, Mork and Mindy's, all them dunks, they couldn't stay in circulation if they weren't being resold. All them Tiffany's. Freaking Riff, when he came on the podcast, talked about skipping college or dropped out of college to go buy all of what the dunks.
Yeah, so stock of something.
Yeah, and I can't remember how many pairs he bought, but he used those and resold them. And that was before GOAT. That was before stock. Everybody said, no, when Yeezys came out. No, reselling happened way before Yeezys came out and whatnot.
Yeah, no, I specifically remember where I was in 2010 when Flint's dropped. I was at Chandler Mall it was Black Friday at midnight. Went in Chandler Mall, and a couple stores had them, and I wasn't even looking for those. I was just Christmas shopping, and I was like seeing people running, because that's back when everything was just first come, first serve. Seeing people running, and there was like Finish Line, Foot Locker, a bunch of different stuff. And then we went in one store, Finish Line or something, and the dude was like, "Oh yeah, we're sold out, but I got my pairs in the back if you want them." And I was like, "What does that mean?" And I think he said like $280, which at the time was just like insane. I was like, "Man, are you smoking Sherm?"
What was retail back then? On about like $150, maybe?
I think they're like $150 or $160 or something. Yeah, and so, or yeah, $150-ish. So then I remember going on my phone, and like they were still sitting on some website. I don't know, it might have been Finish Line. And I was able to use a code on Flint 13s to cop 2 pairs and get like 20% off. And I started telling people, like, I don't even know who it would be, like people maybe from I knew from college or something. I would be like, bro, you can go on the website right now and use the code. And by the time they went on and did it, Finish Line had patched it. So it didn't work. And I sent him a screenshot of what I had. I was like, I'm not lying. Like, I literally got 2 pairs like on sale.
Screenshots worked back then?
I don't know. Maybe I showed it to him in person, because I showed it to him.
Because I don't even know if screenshots on cell phones was doing that back in 2010. I don't even remember.
You might be right.
That's how long ago. DB3s, I think maybe I was trying to buy for myself. DB4s, the very first time I tried to resell something. And everybody listening to this podcast, relax. Don't start calling us hype beast resellers and nonsense. This is part of the culture. I was at a conference for work, or a training, a computer class, and it was deep Scottsdale. I'm talking deep Scottsdale. And I was like, man, I ain't never been over here. This new Nike had opened or whatnot. So I was like, well, let me go to this Carolyn and go see what this Nike's all about. I'm all dressed up. seen Darnell Dockett, right? We'll put the Cardinal. Darnell Dockett's in there. Like, he think he's so tight, just talking all this junk. If y'all know Darnell Dockett, y'all gotta look up what his voice sounds like, though, because he might be a little funny. I don't know about that. That's facts. He came up in there, and they was like, oh, like, I had just asked, like, about seeing the DB4s, and they was kind of acting funny. Then Darnell Dockett kind of asked, too. And then I was like, hey, man, can we just see him? They were like, you want to see him? Cool. Some dude went back, brought him out. I was like, these joints are fire. And they came out. That was a Friday. They came out that Saturday morning. So I was like, you know what? I went home, talked to Rocio about it. I had no kids yet at the time besides Oscar. I told Rocio, like, all right, look, I'm about to go home, change, and come back. And I was like, yeah, I'm about to leave at about, I was like, I'm about to go get up there maybe about like 5 a.m. So I got to that side of town faster than I expected. I went to the gas station, like, let me go and chill at this gas station, like, give me an icy or something. I was like, I ain't going up here at no 3 a.m. I got there faster on that one-on-one, and I was like, man, I got here way too quick. So I'm like, all right, you know what? It's 5 a.m. Let me go ahead and go and get these joints. From that line was double wrapped. That line was all the way to the end of that wall that used to be that wood side of that wall. You was there too?
Yep.
Were we together?
Nah.
Oh, okay. I was like...
Nah, the first time we ever went was Concords.
Was that the first time?
Yeah.
Okay, because I remember I went for Cement Forest for you, and it was out of control, too, and it was pouring down rain.
Yeah.
That was the first time I had seen anybody with, like, actual tents.
The first two times I ever went there was DB3s, and I got, like, a size 14 or something like that. And then...
DB3.
Cool Gray 11s. They had like 2 13s and 2 10.5s left by the time Hannah and I got in or something. And I was like, I told Hannah, I don't remember which ones I got. I don't know if I got 10.5s or 13s, but I was like, just get the same thing I get. And the lady behind us needed that size. And I felt bad, but I was like, I didn't know what to do.
Savage, you just keep walking.
Like, she needed a 13, and I got the 13, and there was a 10.5. Well, but, I mean, I could have swapped it with her, obviously, because it's the same thing, just 2 different sizes. But she could have been lying to Hannah. I don't know. But she got a pair. She just didn't get the size that supposedly she wanted.
I be like all the time.
But those were the first 2 releases I went to.
That's for my brother, man. Like I just be making up lies.
And I didn't go to DB4s because I knew it was going to be chaos, so I just didn't even bother. Like DB3s, I think they had they had like 2 or 3 pairs left the next day, but they were like 14 and 15 or something. Sizes. And so I don't know if I got a second. I know I had 2 pairs somehow. I don't know if I got both pairs there. Nah, I sold the first one at Flight Club.
I had a pair. Oh.
I sold the first one at Flight Club for nowhere near enough, like because the bigger sizes like that weren't selling at first. No, man, I think I sold mine for like $280.
I remember you had a
and then
DB3
next thing you know, they're like $700 or $800.
I remember you had that for.
I had two 14s or a 14 and a 15 or something like that.
Look, man, like I said, cats have been reselling for a really long time. It isn't a brand new thing. It isn't a crazy craze. It's just that everybody knows how to do it now. Everybody has the option to do it. And once we got cell phones in our hand, it made it easier. Well, you legit click a button now and it's a piece of cake.
Anyone who's like in the younger era of sneakers who maybe just got into it in the last couple years, they don't even realize what some of the stores used to do. When Bin 5s came out in Vegas, like Vegas Nike store was the only one that was close to here that got them. I mean, I'm sure Beverly Hills got them or whatever, but Bin 5s came out. They announced on Twitter that they were going to announce the location where you come get the wristband or the ticket or whatever, but they weren't going to tell people in advance. They announced it was at some random park in Las Vegas, and people got in car accidents driving to that joint.
But you didn't get the shoes at the park. You got the wristbands at the park to come back to Caesars to get them, right? Or wherever it was.
Yeah, like, the Nike store in Caesars.
That was tight, but that was also dangerous. But we did that for a long time.
Because it was one of the first things that did that. But it was definitely dangerous because I'm pretty sure people got in car accidents going there. That's what everybody said, at least.
When we would go get the Twitter for notification, like on now at Nike Scottsdale, we would literally just walk out of work. I mean, blazing, all right. I'm not fucking. The Charger held us down. The Durango
we
can't
had
do it.
KD4 undefeateds before anybody. They're not undefeateds, but you know what I mean.
Officially
KD4 Road Greens was in our hands before anybody because they technically weren't supposed to sell them to us.
We was making moves back then. We was getting from like downtown to Santan at times. Remember when D and Ricky watches dropped? We was in Santan Mall collecting D and Ricky G-Shocks.
I think we had about 10 pairs of KD4 N7s, both like 5 each colorway. I had them joints stacked in my office trying to figure out how to sell them.
Those joints at work.
And those joints were $95 a piece. Like the best. That might be the best shoe release of all time in terms of like price of the shoe, hype, everything.
Fire, collabs, or whatever themes. Them joints, the Chinese theme, the Chinese theme, Weatherman, the Galaxy.
Oh,
pack.
Those we couldn't find any information about, and then Nike just got them out of nowhere. The Chinese New Year's or whatever.
And we should have had them online. Like I was literally laying on the carpet playing with Cortez. He was a baby. And they dropped them, and I tried to get 2 pairs at the same time. And I remember texting, what's homeboy that used to have had all the cat hair on his shirt? I can't remember his name. I'm going to say it. He listens to the podcast sometimes. I can't think of his name, but he had
I know what his first name is. I don't know what his last name
cat
is.
Had the most. We saw him. That cat had the most cat hair I've ever seen on clothing in my life. And we went to Nike that morning. And that's when Cats was like,
they was doing all
Dusty
that
Man was like, I had about 10 on whatever, Cats was up
doing
there
all
literally.
That line they released them on Finish Line or something the night
Cats
before.
was up there literally covered in like drywall dust and stuff, like cutting countertops. That was the good old days. I feel like back then responsibilities was extremely low for us. I feel like life is heavy now compared to then. The fact that we used to be able to get to Nike locations like that just on a whim, I can't remember it. Like I can imagine leaving work right now, like that. Somebody would be like, "Yo, where you at?
What would you do it for? Chicago.
Fam, if they said they got Weathermans, I'd be that was my
Weathermans these days. Nobody would even care. I mean, I'm talking about new release coming out. Like Chicago ones, if they did that and there was a store open, people would fly and they would die.
Fam, I thought pennies were gonna sit. I did not think anybody was going to care about these pennies. People really legit care about these pennies. Yeezy Pirate Blacks Retro Win. You care? 2023.
Oh, you mean like the
original
like
ones.
What you call it just did? Well, I still have mine. Will I try? Probably.
Oh, yeah, you good. You know what's funny is these.
But do I need them? No.
These new coming back out with these ones that we had. They make these current 350s whack. Like, I don't want these new 350s anymore. I want all the old ones. Them joints is way better. They're better shoes. Now, you could run and work out in the current 350. You can't do that in those ones. But I always forget the ones, because you got Moonrock, Sand. I had 10.
Pirate Black's probably
the best one.
I mean, it might be the greatest. Not the greatest shoe ever, but it might be one of the top 10 greatest shoes of all time when you consider.
I had Pirate Blacks, Moonrocks, Tans maybe. I never had Turtle Doves.
Turtle Doves only came out here in secret at, is it Neiman's Marcus or whatever is the one in Scottsdale that closed down?
Bloomingdale's.
Is that what it was?
I think it was Bloomingdale's.
Whichever the one that the luxury store that opened, it was only open for like a year or whatever and closed.
And that was it. That was so stupid. Yeah. They had them there, and they had something else there that we were trying to cop from there. I can't remember, but they were like going there to camp out. I can't remember what it was. Maybe it was those. I don't know. But I keep forgetting that Yeezy model only came out in 4 colors? Moonrock, Tans, Pirate Black, and Turtle Dove.
I think so, yeah.
That was it. They didn't come out with these.
The first one was 750 grays.
Those
that was the
high
first
tops
shoe, yeah.
Yeah, them high tops one, but this 350 V1 only came out in 4 colors. This current 350 V2 has got to be at least at a good 70, like 60 colors right now. I think it's got to be at least, we have to be at least at around 60 colorways by now. And I wanted to say 100, but I knew I'd be exaggerating. But it got to be about 60 colorways. There's no way.
When you type in Yeezy 350 on StockX, it says there's 174 results in sneakers. Now, some of those might be like kids and stuff.
Kids.
But still.
So if you separate men.
I don't know if you can do that. Can you do that?
Yep. It's a sexist app.
All right.
V2. So 129.
Oh, size types. Yeah, okay.
Let's do sort by
115 results.
So I believe it. So there's about 115. There's gotta be.
Some of them might be. Well, there's other stuff on here too that shows up.
Well, some of these are like different years too. Like they may be like Yeezy, Zebra 2022, 2020, 2021, whenever Zebras came out.
Somehow Yeezy 750s are still over $2,000. I mean,
which ones?
Why? The first is Yeezy.
Oh yeah. Them joints they grew on me after a while.
They suck.
Them boots. You know what sucks is the ones that you thought was fire. These ones right here, these slate reds, these don't suck.
I think they might still be fire.
V2 compact. Man, they don't
I
stop.
think they might still be fire.
Them joints look like old fruit. Anyways,
dang, 350 Beluga reflectives in my size are all the way down to 297. Yay!
Cop, you said you needed them.
Nah, Adidas has mine.
Actually, tell Adidas that they owe you. Did they ever give you a refund?
My pair. Oh yeah, my pair is still out in the stratosphere.
I would tell I never got that refund. Like,
Turtle Doves are over 500. How are Turtle Doves 500 and Beluga reflectives are only 297?
Turtle Doves, what? Of course, Turtle Doves should be 500. What are you talking about?
I mean, Beluga first came out. Belugas were almost $1,000 too. They were almost the same as
I paid $680 for them.
They were almost the same as Turtle Doves.
I remember cats was walking around wearing Turtle Dove cleats.
People still retweet that video of that man in that consignment shop trading like 8 different shoes for zebras.
Yeah.
People retweet that joint like every time a release comes out. They be like, "Never forget."
That was it. Never forget. That was in round 2, wasn't it?
Yeah, the original store in Virginia.
These Turtle Doves blow out every V2 that exists. So I don't care what anybody says.
I don't know. I think Pirate Blacks might be better.
Pirate Blacks, the model. This blows out every V2.
The model,
all of them.
I thought you talking about that. That might be the best one.
What else we had on here? Goat auctioning off Oregon Duck PEs. I don't know what that means. Obviously, they're not PEs.
Goat's doing an exclusive auction of. Supposedly they are. They said they're the play. I mean, they're not worn by the players. Obviously, they're brand new. But since it's Oregon, they call it a PE.
Yeah, but like it's not exclusive then. Like if
I don't know if the players are getting them.
Well,
no, it's an exclusive to Goat, meaning exclusive to.
Wait a minute, they made these for Goat?
Yeah,
I thought these were for the players. I seen some of the women basketball players get these like a few weeks ago.
Oh, they might have, but it says Goat exclusive. It's an auction release on Goat. It says starts August 24th at 10 a.m., ends August 26th at 11:59 p.m.
Got 200 of each colorway.
The green, you looked it up? Yeah. There's 2 different colorways,
and the platinum, 200 each. So what is that? 3 full size runs? What is that?
It's not many.
I mean, I'm gonna go from size. I'm usually with stuff like this, they start at size 8, and
maybe the green one's women's or something because it's a women taking the picture and the men's is the other one. I don't know. Who knows?
First of all, both of them are whack.
Oh, of course they are. They're 8s.
Goat is the wackest app of
Goat times Division Street auction.
I don't even know what that is.
Auction off 200 number pairs of 8 University of Oregon pure platinum PEs designed by Tinker, which I'm assuming means the original was Tinker. Maybe not. Maybe he designed these.
I think he designed these ones. I mean, he's an alum.
They suck.
Look, man, I'm about to put my bid in for around 237. I ain't paying 238. Them joints better not be going for no 800 or nothing like that, because even if you're a reseller, you're not going to be able to resell.
They're going to go more than that.
Probably, but you're not going to be able to resell these. These are
one of the auction. I would imagine not a single pair is going to end lower than like 2,500, 3,000.
Are you smoking?
I don't think so.
Them joints too whack.
Well, they are. There's been whack organs before that people pay for. I mean,
no, them is the wackest organs of all time. There's not many whack organs out there.
The 9s are whack.
What? You crazy? I got the 9s. Not organ, but the anthracites.
They suck. They're 9s.
They're all black.
They're 9s.
Okay, 9s are better than 8s.
I mean, that's a low bar. It might be better, but it's like this and this. It ain't.
No, 9s is this, 8s is like this. Them joints are so color blocked, so whack. The best part about it is the chenille, the carpet duck. That's it. And that duck is whack too. I'm sorry. Like they need to update that duck though. He lame. He got that bandana around his neck. That's why they can't win nothing. They can't.
As long as they don't allow Oregon to go to the Big Ten, I'll be forever happy.
I mean, shit.
Don't allow them. No.
That the Big 10, Big 12, whatever it is now is lame too. ASU still can't get ranked. That's how white they are. What else? That's it. I mean, you gonna put in a bid for him? You gonna try?
No.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna put in 250. That might be with a finesse affair. I'm not joking.
Yeah.
I know. I said I'd do 280, 283, 84.
Finessing nothing for no 280.
I'm pretty confident that none of these will surpass $700.
I think $2,500 minimum.
You smoking sticks.
We're gonna find out.
Well, $1,000. I bet you a pair.
Yes.
All right, let's do the top 10 so we can go home and.
Yeah, you want to talk about NFL or nothing?
What else we got going on NFL wise?
I mean, just been games been going on. You ain't been watching no games,
I've been watching
teams.
all of them. I mean,
Trevor
they all
Lawrence,
about the
fam,
same.
finally got out from under that. Pause that Urban Meyer. Luke out.
I don't understand preseason football whatsoever. All right, when is the third episode of Hard Knocks tonight? I need another episode. All right,
I assume they were already.
You haven't watched
4.
any of them?
I watched 1 and 2, but
That's
normally every year I
two.
have every episode recorded. And
Yeah, I usually do too.
Actually, if it's tonight, I might as well set it right now.
Hold on, if you have HBO Max, you should get the whole season already. Like, I don't understand why they're
not have
dropping
to
it
wait
like
it?
that. Yeah, that's wow.
Fam, they recorded as they
Oh, you
go,
know what? That's
right?
right. I forgot it's as
It's
they go
literally
through
the greatest
preseason.
editing of all time. That'd be like the game would be on Sunday and the episode's Tuesday. Fam, they have the episode ready in 48 hours.
Look, preseason football, I watch it. Like, I watch preseason football like it's a regular game. But it is so whack. You know? Once you take out your starters and stuff like that, I feel like your third and second stream, every single preseason game should go to OT. Like I'm talking about, they should be battles. Huh? There are players that you can go out there and say to yourself, oh, he ain't making it. Oh, no way. There are awful players out there. Now, I will tell you this. When I pick my fantasy football, I already know who my first quarterback is going to be. It's either going to be Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes, because them two are killing it, all right? In preseason, killing it. That Buffalo Bills game.
Yeah, but you be hating on
undefeated,
Mahomes
yeah.
when he do passes like that, though. When
No,
he
no,
like
no, no,
going
no,
to his
no.
left and threw it like that.
I don't hate on the passes. He's just very fortunate. Like, it's still bad.
Yeah, but no one else can do it except maybe Josh Allen.
He's very fortunate to be trusted by a coach to do that. That's the point I'm always trying to make. Because if any other team he would have been on and he threw something crazy like that, he'd probably be on the bench. Dude.
Fam,
That's
if
a
you
fact,
go to
man.
4, listen, you can't argue with 4 AFC championships in a row.
You can't.
Championship games, that is, not championship.
I'm not.
victories.
You can't anymore. He's proven now he can throw whatever he wants to throw. But he's out there killing it.
You got to live with the mistakes.
I don't
Because
understand.
it's going to outweigh the mistakes.
Every single team,
Positives.
too, period, should be playing their starting quarterbacks. Russell Wilson hasn't played. Dak hasn't played. None of these players who have expectations to do better than what they did the year before are playing. None of them. It's goofy. You know? Like, I don't like it.
The Raiders blogger said, "Rap Derek Carr and Devontae Adams and bubble wrap."
I got Derek Carr at MVP. I got the Raiders. I got Raiders going 14-3. I'm telling you, that team is about to be crazy. I might end up getting a silver and black jacket.
I can't listen to this foolishness.
It don't even matter. Even if they started out 10-0, you still
will
think they're a
not be
whack,
able to
man.
convince me. No.
right.
I told you after preseason game number 1, I already could tell the difference because adults are now running the show. Now, that's way different than them actually getting. They got the toughest division in football. They have Mahomes, Herbert, and even though I'm not a believer in Russell Wilson no more, they got the toughest division in football.
And hold on, everybody needs to stop talking about the Chargers too. I'm so sick and tired of hearing about
That's
the Chargers.
fine,
man.
but the quarterback is elite like Mahomes. You have to say that. He is.
I don't know.
You could
if
say
you
you
can
could
be elite.
You could
if
always
you can't
have
get to the playoffs.
Fam, it's not his fault. They give up 35 points a game and lose on field goals at the end.
Look.
Listen, if the kicker fumbled the snap or the holder and they missed the field goal, that's not Herbert's fault. Anyways, the point is Herbert is the next coming of Mahomes, or Josh Allen, if you want to call Josh Allen 2.0. He is 100% legit. There's no doubt about it.
I love him. He's great.
So you can have doubts about the Chargers forever, because everyone should. The franchise is a joke. But when you have a quarterback that good, he can take you to heights. I mean, the Chiefs were known as a joke forever. They would get to the playoffs and they would lose at home. You used to say it every episode on this show. Now they don't, because they got that man.
You talking about Chiefs home field advantage? I used to be like, y'all do know they gonna lose, right? We showing all them decibels.
Yeah, but you want
the highest decibels of all time of cheering.
Hold on.
They get put out.
Don't do that. But they would lose like on some fluke type stuff, though. That's why.
It used to be like, yo, the sound of here is like the magnitude of a 3.9 earthquake. Oh my God.
Yeah, Raider fans know how bad it is going to play in Arrowhead.
I'm excited to see. I'll tell you that I have no desire to see the Browns. I think they're going to be whack again. The Panthers, they chose Baker Mayfield as quarterback. I have Panthers as a sleeper team, like I already said. I think the Texans might be okay.
This smells like the set of How High.
It do stink in here.
Smells like what they do with that How High. Benjamin Franklin's bong, fam. It smells unreal right now. You remember How High?
Yeah.
He put that weed in the fire and made everybody see Benjamin Franklin or whatever.
How High, it might be an overrated
No,
movie
it's not.
too.
Don't do that.
If you saw it now, you'd be like, "This is dumb."
I have it on DVD or Blu-ray. Or whatever.
But I'm sure you bought it in 2000? What was that?
I watch that movie every chance I get.
I saw that movie twice. If I watched it now, I'd be like, "Man, come on!" When they smoked that corpse,
No, you wouldn't.
And we're taking that test, I was like, "Fam, come on, bro."
You got to watch it again.
No way, though.
Yeah,
I won't even watch Friday now, and it's hilarious. Like I just don't. It's too old now. Makes no sense to me.
No, I think what's the one where they go to Rancho Cucamonga next Friday?
Yeah,
that's the one that don't live.
I
up
don't
to
watch
standards.
that one either.
The first and third are the best ones.
I've only seen the third one time ever.
Fam, what's wrong with you? Huh?
The joint weird. I don't like Terry Crews.
I got a thing from Redbox or whatever that said Top Gun is now like early on demand.
I already bought it. I bought the digital version.
I have Paramount Plus. Why am I getting this?
It's not getting on Paramount Plus, so it comes out. It's on digital now.
Netflix has it before. I mean, not Netflix. Redbox has it before that.
So you can buy digital copy now.
Yeah, I see some nonsense from Best Buy. Buy
the
this.
DVD. The DVD Blu-ray comes out November 1st, which I'm like, November 1st is a long time.
They can suck
and then
my ding
Paramount Plus and all that, they talking about Christmas weekend. So.
Oh, yeah, they smoking it. I was supposed to get it 30 days. That's the only reason I signed up for Paramount Plus. 30 days or whatever.
It's
after
45.
Yeah,
Sonic the Hedgehog 2 got on there
smoking,
45 days after. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was whack.
smoking,
Sonic 1 was fire, though. I was going to ask you this, too. Now, and people keep asking me this. Are we going to do a Sneak Dish Fantasy League?
If you want, I don't care.
But you have to do it. I don't know how to do all that. At least set it up. Actually, I don't know, man. Because don't you got to do like a live draft?
Well, yeah, on a computer. You don't have to do it in person.
The homie Africonda said that he would do it for us, but I don't know.
Who's supposed to be in the league?
I mean, I guess we would just come on a podcast and say, you want to be in the league? DM?
Fam, you would get 200 people that want to be in the league.
I mean, the first top 10,
first
come, first serve. Like, I don't even know how you do that.
Control.
I don't know. We'll think about it. I don't know. Let's do the list.
I thought you were talking about it was already going to be set up and all I had to do was click the button to agree.
Nope.
That's different.
Fam, what is this? Oh, I got a message from Ruby. Hold on. It says, congratulations. Thank you for your... I probably shouldn't be reading this on here. No, wait to see that. I saw Adidas switching CEOs too. Maybe they could get their acts together.
Yeah, where you at, Jerry Angelo? What's his name? Jerry Colangelo? What's that man's name? Fear of God man?
Sure, he might leave now. Knowing them, Adidas is a mess.
I thought you just said they got new ownership.
They got a new CEO. He said he's leaving in 2023. So he's going to Fanatics. Fanatics might got the greatest roster of ownership, CEOs, and investments of all time. And they sell the wackest stuff of all time. Now, I bought this shirt off Fanatics, so thinking it was fire. This shirt was a medium. Now it's like a undershirt. It's
You could definitely do a podcast.
And I ain't mad at the shirt, but it's whack.
You could definitely do a podcast of like card stuff just based on Fanatics because the stuff they've already changed is crazy. And this ain't a card podcast, so I'm not going to talk about it. But like they've already closed. It would be like Nike closing I mean,
They put side patches on this T-shirt. Come on. I thought this was so fire. This is goofy.
what's Nike's biggest account? Is it still Foot Locker or somebody else? Or it would be like Nike closing their biggest account. That's what Topps just did. Fanatics just did. Crazy.
I need to know how much they're valued at, their evaluation, because
They basically said, you smoke these and we're going to sell direct to hobby shops and people. We're not having a distributor no more. Crazy.
I just don't understand the value. Wait a minute, you had a car show this week, didn't you?
The last 2 weeks in a row.
You sell stuff? Like good stuff?
Yeah,
Like you feel good about it?
of course.
Okay, I'm making sure. You still retired from cards?
Retired meaning what?
All right, well, that's my answer right
Well, I can't
there.
be retired until I sell everything. I still got stuff to sell. I mean, I got the big Arizona. Matter of fact, might as well tell people, if you live in Arizona, come to the car show the first weekend of September. What is that, Labor Day? Downtown Phoenix. Come buy all my cars.
In the
from
Civic
me,
Plaza?
fam. In the convention center.
If you sell all your cars, you gonna buy more, though.
Nah.
It'll be too high.
Hannah wants to go on a vacation.
Where y'all trying to go?
I mean,
Paris?
if I got
I know somebody.
$20,000 or whatever, it doesn't matter. It go everywhere. I might just do that one flight where they fly you all around the world and you get to lay flat.
That's a real thing? What? Mm-hmm. Oh, you talking about lay flat on them bed thingies?
Yeah.
Dang, that would be tight. Let me know if you're trying to go to Paris, huh? I'm serious, though. Me and Roselle talk about, I got to get back.
You already got a tour guide. You better tell him.
I got to get back to Paris. I got to get out of this country for another week or two, and then come back and do it again.
We were actually supposed to go, what's today, 23rd, 22nd, 23rd? We were supposed to leave on Thursday to go to Miami.
What the heck is that? Oh, Miami.
What the heck is that?
Like, what is that, Italy? Fam, my neck hurts thinking about not getting that job that I didn't want. Like, and being here, like, I got to get on vacation somewhere. We going to New York in November, so y'all not going on no family trip again?
Yeah, we got a couple vacations coming up. Not really like family stuff. We got going to Seattle, going to Austin, and then I think
When y'all going to Austin?
going to California because Hannah's never been to Dodger Stadium, so we're just going to go to the Dodger game.
Hannah's never been to Dodger Stadium. You never took your wife to Dodger Stadium? Lame. When y'all going to Austin for? Y'all going to see the Cowboys? You going to see the Cowboys. You got to go to the Cowboys
visit
Stadium.
Friends.
They like Cowboys?
All right.
Go to Cowboy Stadium. I know somebody there too. His name is Jerry. But
Yes, and Steven.
let's do the top 10 and go home now. Let's do it. Shout out to the homie Cell_fit. We're on Twitter. Follow him. CELL_FIT fit. We're doing top 10 non-Nike signature sneakers to us. You got any honorable mentions?
I got a crazy headache. Yep.
I got a crazy headache too, man.
All of my honorable mentions were like, well, two of them are non-basketball PEs, so I was just going to do honorable mentions for like non-basketball because
Wait, I didn't do only basketball.
I did just because those are the best ones. I mean, I know you probably got Emmitt Smith's on there, which I understand, but you didn't put those on there? Oops.
Nope.
Oops. But nah, so I originally started my honorable mention list with just two non-basketball because the shoes are like kind of fire, but not overwhelming fire like the basketball ones. Because listen, basketball shoes are easier to wear unless you're talking Nikes, where the Nike design team is just better than everyone else. Dion's and Griffey's and stuff is easy to wear because they're designed better, and Bo Jackson's, whatever else. But we did non-Nikes. So the first one,
Dion's and stuff can blow out every single one of these.
sure. The first one is Adidas Originals EQT Key Trainer, the Keyshawn.
Oh yeah,
The Keyshawn shoe is actually pretty fire because it's like a low top. You could wear it, not like out, but you could wear it like on the streets. You go to the gym or do whatever. It's a trainer shoe, so it's a little bit low top. It's not a big, high basketball shoe, goofy shoe. But you could even say like maybe some of the other Nike shoes that came after that were influenced by Keyshawn getting his own low trainer because most of those other Nikes that came out, Revis and stuff, was low. The next one is the Reebok Big Hurt baseball.
Damn, you got some good stuff, fam.
So
Forgot that existed.
I mean,
and I got two
when we were kids.
I did. Went to Reebok Outlet at Tanger.
When we were kids, he was one of the best baseball players in the world, and he got his own shoe. The Reebok commercials were pretty iconic because in that era, Reebok was looked at more higher regard than they are now.
Way higher.
Yeah, so that's just influential from being a kid. And then the other two I just wanted to mention, the Puma Stewie 1, Stewart from Seattle. That shoe was fire to me. The female player.
Oh,
WNBA.
yeah, that was fire.
The Stewart, they call it Stewie 1, but the Stewart 1 is fire.
Let the homie know.
No, I might. We'll see.
Let the homie know.
I might.
Them joints is fire. And they got a new basketball Puma sneaker that's come out. Fire. I'm talking fire.
Send me the picture.
They debuted overseas, and he was thinking on going. It was in Japan or something like that. But he said they finally came out here. Like, fire.
You can send me a picture. And then the other one is just the New Balance Kawhi 2. Just because I like it's not good enough to make my top 10, but I think it's a nice looking shoe.
Your honorable mention list. This might be the greatest list you ever made. I'm not even joking. Your honorable mentions were fire. I didn't think of none of those.
You said that a lot of times.
I just added one honorable mention. That's the Reebok MS Smith's ES22s. I didn't even have that on my list. I didn't even think about that. And I made mine off the top of my head, but like that Big Hurts, fire. All of them, fire. Now, obviously, none of this stuff on this list is wearable today.
Stewie's are.
Except one.
Yeah. Well, some of the shoes near the bottom of my list are wearable.
None.
Because they're basketball shoes, but the Stewie 1 is fire to me. That's why it's mentioned.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Top 10 non-Nike signature sneakers to us. Number 10, I got Reebok Shaqnosis. Now, look. Shaqnosis was an acquired taste. But let me tell you something. When I watched Orlando versus San Antonio Spurs, I think that was the first game he debuted him. We talk about it all the time. The only way you knew sneakers were coming out is when you got a Slam magazine or a Vibe or XXL something and saw them in the back, and you saw them on TV on foot and had to go, what was that? The Shaqnosis is one of the most recognizable sneakers on television of all time. It was literally the hypnotized thingy. Couldn't wait to get my hands on those. Got them in college. Got them in 8th grade. Played like Shaq that day. Number 9, I got Melo's the MB1. I put those in a very high regard of non-signature sneakers. I mean, non-Nike sneakers. Like, it's a really good sneaker. Rick sent a picture of the new one, too, the second version. I'm going to show you. Fire. Looks the same. Fire. What the? Somebody passed out. Number 8, I got the Adidas T-Mac 2. Look, when them T-Macs came out, the Adidas one, it had set the world low-key on fire. And I'm talking about junior college, because that's where I was at. I was at Phoenix College.
I probably should have put a T-Mac on my list. But
the 1 and the 2, people really gravitated towards. Now, a lot of it was Crips that I knew that had them because they had the blue caps on them and the blue stripes on them, but the joint was fire. Number 7, I got the Adidas Top 10 2000. Now, it wasn't a signature Kobe sneaker, but it was the very first Kobe sneaker that he had an Adidas ad. When he played in, just before the season started, maybe preseason, stuff like that, he wore these. I got 2 pair of them, and I owe a pair to one of the homies. I said I'd send them. But the Adidas Top 10 2000. I remember going to Champs, and I had to make a decision if I wanted those or if I wanted the Nick Van Exel Blast. And the Blast was on sale, and I bought the Blast. And then I went home, and Champs gave me 2 left shoes. I was heated. Got home like, what the heck? And my dad was like, man, head back in the car. Got back in the car, went to Concord. They gave me the Top 10 2000s instead. Never looked back. Feet you wear. Number 6, I got Reebok Kamikaze 2. Reebok Kamikaze 2 Sean Kemp's. Look, they were very comparable to Jordan 6s. They had the pointy toe in the front, had the same length at the height. The low top looked good, and the high top looked good. Nowadays, yeah, it's a bit tacky or whatnot, but and it was very basic. It was, the Kamikaze 2 was like when we was kids and we draw a shoe. It just had like a zigzag line. They're like fire. It was fire. And Sean Kemp, look, Sean Kemp is often forgotten. Yeah. But man, because if you said greatest in-game dunkers, somebody had to go like, "Ooh, Sean Kemp," then everybody adjust their
Vince is probably number 1, but then
Vince will be number 1. Probably Jordan, Dominique Wilkins will be up there, and Kemp. Them the ones I would have. I may even add I
think I would put Kemp second, but that's just because that was my era. Dominique, he was kind of done when I was a young kid. So.
I'd put Kemp, then I'd put Jordan, then I'd probably put Dominique, and then Amari Stoudemire would be in my top 10 somewhere. Blake Griffin would be in there somewhere as well. Yeah. Number 5. Now, the homie that sent this idea had mentioned this in here, but when I told him, I said, I think we did this. I used to talk about these all the time early podcast days. Adidas Real Deal Antoine Walkers. One of the best basketball shoes of all time. One of the original feet you wear sneakers too. I think it came out the same time as the Keyshawn Johnson. These Antoine Walkers were fire. I remember having them joints. baseline, hit that backboard, even shimmied like him. I was like, just like that, hit that backboard.
That's when you lived in Boston.
Antoine Walker was fire too. For people that don't know, but them Kentucky days, come on.
Antoine Walker was
fire.
I mean, he had the same career arc as Boogie Cousins, pretty much. Like he good when he was slim, and then he gained weight and got hurt, and then they were both whack.
I guess so. Because he played for the Heat, won a championship there, and he was serviceable there. I think he went to the Mavericks for a little bit, and he was like, but he got weird because then he lost all his money like super early. Like I think he lost all his money while playing in the NBA, and then his wife at the time took a lot of his money. He had some problems. So I went on social media to see if he was like on IG, and I didn't know he does analyst for Fox college basketball.
Well, he got his money back then.
I mean, he probably made like 100,000. I mean, but that's something. I ain't knocking it. Number 4, I got Grant Hill 2s. I mean, Grant Hill 2s was a great sequel to Grant Hill 1s. Number 3, I got Grant Hill 1s. Grant Hill 1s, I mean, was an iconic sneaker. Grant Hill, people forget about Grant Hill. Grant Hill was, he was that guy.
Another guy who got injured.
Man.
Penny, Grant Hill.
But then that Grant Hill sneaker became super iconic from the Tupac picture. That Tupac picture in whatever magazine there was, a poster.
It was an album cover, too. In front of the
Mercedes or whatever car it was.
It was a BMW.
Whatever it was. Fam, that's an iconic picture. There's a lot of iconic Tupac pictures, and I remember a lot of items in it. That White Sox hat I wore last time, iconic Tupac, Poetic Justice. Like, stop. Number 2, Reebok Questions. All right. Now, a lot of people may think I have that at number 1. No, I don't. Now, Reebok Questions to me is the greatest, next to the Penny, besides Jordan, of one of the greatest introduction signature sneakers of all time. That question, that one did
number 1
set the world on fire, all right? Especially Bay Area.
Well, Allen Iverson did in general.
Allen Iverson did in general. Legit. Number 1, I got the Adidas Stan Smith. Okay? Stan Smith is a signature athlete, played tennis.
Wouldn't even cross my mind to put that.
It's the greatest Adidas of all time, probably. Like, if you want to make a debate for shell toes, that's fine. But Stan Smith is probably still the highest selling.
Ultra Boost 1.0 is in there, too.
Huh?
Ultra Boost 1.0 is in there, too.
Okay.
Ultra Boost 1.0 actually set the world on fire.
It did.
It did. Not New Balance patch missing
set
us
patches, on fire too. It set all of us on fire. We was wild, and Cats was running around yelling "boost over swoosh."
Nah,
3
I wasn't
stripes.
doing that.
Cats was saying that.
Not me.
Cats was saying that. Cats
you
was like,
told me to use the name I created, so I know somebody's going to be like, "Your name is
Stripes over
Snob."
swoosh. But I got the Adidas Stan Smith. I know that's boring to have in a list like this, number 1. But I mean, it's still the most popular sneaker. I got about 9 pairs of, some with boost, some without boost, some flight knit, some not. It's one of my favorites of all time. Like, it's one of the most modeled after sneakers when it comes to luxury sneakers. Most Gucci sneakers look like Stan Smiths. Most, like, stop. Like, come on. Yes, Reebok Questions, 1. Everybody knows how I feel about questions, but let's.
I thought you definitely had them number 1.
One of the question a day? Lord.
Number 10.
Look in the mirror.
Number 10, Mellow Pumas. Number 9. So the bottom of my list is like, the bottom 5 is like newer shoes, I guess, except 1. The top 5 is pretty much all classics except 1. So really balanced out, 5 and 5. So number 10, Mellow Ball 1. Number 9, Leaning Way of Wade 4. That was the best of all the D Wade shoes to me, was the 4.
I tried to put one on there. I tried.
Look up the picture of the 4. The 4 is the best one.
Which one it is.
Number 8, Adidas D Rose Son of Chicago. That might be, I mean, to me, it's definitely.
Wait, what number Rose?
The newest one, the Son of Chicago.
Yeah.
It's not a number.
This weight was fire. Hold on, let me see.
So they did a couple colorways in that shoe and another shoe that I'm about to say next that really have nothing to do with the cities they're from, but they are fire.
What's it called? Son of Fire?
D Rose Son of Chicago. Son of CIH. Son of Shy, but I just say Son of Chicago. Because it's a very wearable basketball shoe in the current era. This is like his current shoe.
Is this his new one?
Yeah.
I've never seen it before in my life.
Some of the pairs already sold out on Adidas website, so you had to have seen it. I mean,
this ASU looking color one is fire.
The best one to me is like the teal colorway or like whatever
it
is, aqua, but it's sold out. I clicked on it. I mean, I wasn't going to buy it, but I clicked on it. That's what I was looking at.
Oh, did.
And then number 7, same thing with Adidas with Derrick Rose. More current player, best shoe, Adidas Dame 8, Damian Lillard 8.
That was fire.
To me, that's the best shoe of his line. Yeah, the best shoe of his line. And they did the same thing they did with the son of Chicago, Derrick Rose, where they made that like teal aqua colorway or whatever. Fire. Number 6, Reebok Kamikaze 2.
Respect.
You said 2. There's a low. You know, to me, the low was better, obviously, because I like low shoes. But just Shawn Kemp, people can go online. I mean, I'm sure you can go online and watch clips of Kemp too. But kids can go online, or it's shared on social media on Twitter, Jordan highlights very easily. Kemp highlights aren't shared as much. But you want to talk about somebody who, when we were watching him do stuff, we were like, there's no one else in the world who can do this. I mean, Gary Payton, it seemed like threw the ball to the rafters, and Shawn Kemp would dunk it. It was not an alley-oop that was too high.
It was, his body control was insane.
Yeah. Now, he was a little bit taller than what you expect for guys that do like catching lobs and stuff, because you know, it's like almost like the dunk contest. Someone who's like 6'10" doing a dunk contest, it's not exciting when they do something crazy. It's always like the guards, 6'5", 6'4", 6'6", when they jump high or float or whatever. But Kemp was otherworldly. Until Vince Carter, I didn't think I would see anything like Kemp. Number 5, I got Reebok Shack Attack. The Shack Attack to me is better than a Shacknosis. I understand why you put the Shacknosis on there.
Shack Attack.
Shack Attack to me is the better one, so that's what I got 5.
Shack Attack is the way better Shack out of every single Shack. That's a fact.
And it had a pump too. Number 4, Fila Grant Hill 2. Mm-hmm. I remember in high school there was a video game. I don't want to say it was like on PlayStation or PlayStation 2 or something. Whatever was out when I was in high school. And we used to play, and it was like some of the players in the game were not your traditional best players in the league. My buddy would always play with Detroit because he would want to use Grant Hill, and I would always play with Dallas because I wanted to use Jamal Mashburn. So it would literally be Mashburn versus Grant Hill and whatever the game that was. I don't even remember. But that NBA combined with the Tupac stuff, it wasn't an NBA Live game. It was some like newfangled thing that didn't last long. It wasn't like made over and over again. I don't remember what it was. But that combined with the Tupac and just Grant Hill being one of the better players in the league at that point. Like, Grant Hill used to do stuff people never thought they would see. Like, jumping through the air, dunking. Yeah, like, you'd be like, what? Grant Hill
Ray Allen used to dunk on people, too. People forget.
Yes. But he played a long time. Grant Hill's career ended too short. So, and then number 3 might be a little bit of shocker, but the Adidas Harden Volume 1, the first Harden PE.
I knew you were going to try to put one on there.
When we seen Game, was it Game or YG? YG. When we seen YG, we had him on at that game, and we lost our minds about copping. And then we were like,
yeah, because
but looking
had
back,
copped.
Yeah, I did. I got the black, like, collab pair and then maybe another one, but I took the other one back. I sold the black one to Arudo.
Yeah, that... Because you were saying they were fire. We thought they were fire. Then I was like, man, these suck. And then we seen YG wearing them like shooting around the Lakers game. Oh, them joints is crazy.
Yeah, I went back.
Got them. That toe box was so gigantic.
It was, yeah.
Them joints was crazy.
But I went back and looked at the pictures today, and I had nostalgia for like, I should have kept the pair, but I know the time. To me, they're clean.
Them joints is clean. I thought about putting another couple Hardens on there. I don't think a lot of the other Hardens are bad either.
I just don't love the other ones. I like that one the best. And number 2, I'm surprised you didn't have this one. You did have a Kobe shoe, but I figured you would definitely put the Adidas KB8 on there.
I thought about it.
To me, that's the best Kobe shoe.
That was our high school basketball
Not
sneaker.
Better than the Nike ones, obviously, but
I picked the Kobe that I thought I played basketball better. I thought about doing Crazy 97s, the one he won the dunk contest, but that was too high.
And then number 1, obviously, obvious to me at least, Reebok Questions.
I mean,
you probably could put multiple Iverson shoes on the list. I mean,
Reebok Question is like the number 1. I did Stan Smith because it's like, I still buy that to this day. I don't buy any of these. Like Stan Smiths, I go buy. Oh shoot, they got them 37. Oh yeah, I cop. Flying it, I'll cop. I buy Stan Smith to this day, and they're still relevant. Like I said, like Stan Smith. None of these on this list legit are relevant except Questions because they come out every single week.
Well,
for whatever reasons. Oh, Mellows. Yeah, I guess.
And I think the Stewies are some of those newer shoes that I said I think are relevant. I don't know if I would pay full price for like D Rose, Son of Chicago's, or D-Wade. Or I mean, Dame Lillard's, but I would definitely wear them. I mean,
if I play basketball, those would probably be some of the ones I choose to play basketball in. Anyways, all right. I got nothing else. Appreciate about listening to this podcast. I'm assuming we're recording next week, maybe somewhere new. I don't know. I have no idea yet. Like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. George, anything else?
Nothing.
That snake just pow, 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 pow.
Oh, I'm tired. Go Raiders.